Rel, what's going on? How y'all doing? Feeling silly. Talk to me. What's going on in here? Mic check, mic check. Let's make sure the levels is good first. See what's going on. People. Sunday. What's going on, Lydia Master? What's going on? Lead me run. All right. Okay. So y'all ready with the Call of Duty stuff already. Y'all ready. Okay, Asante, my mans. What's going on? What's going on? Plague injected. Okay, Asante, you might have to check the DMs right quick. I have some special guests that just rolled in. There's special guests that rolled in on the game. We just doing mic checks right quick. I got you live with the people right now. Give me a second. I just want to talk to them right quick. Derek K, what's up, man? What's going on? Gerald Mack, the OG, what's up, man? Sam Davis, what's going on? Christopher Hart, I see you. Okay. I play infected. Dreadpool, what's going on, brother? Good to see you.
Yo.
We're going to do, Valari done pulled up. So I got to do some mic checks with them right quick. But I will talk to you. Can't stop to check the DM. And I will see y'all in a minute. And we're going to get the Lords in here. We're going to get Valari in here. We're going to talk a lot of good stuff. So good to see y'all up in the chat early. And I will be back.
Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dog, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again.
Which lies
I'ma just chill and watch them and eat snacks in the attic. I wanted to chill with the pack and be like a young wolf, but then they would mistake me for addict. If I can imagine it's cool to give you some advice, then invite your girl to your squadron. Cause if you don't give her that option, you gon' be single player like Sovereign. You gon' get tossed in the bushes by King David. Royalty and not a pretender. Detrimental to an elemental, what's an avatar to a knee bender. I gotta be me though. I know it's my destiny, word to Cognito. Who cares if you fly, if you still a mosquito? You swear you ain't stunting, but really be Steve-O. You like to collect stuff and that's cool, but I got bad news. Even if you really was that dude, King David still be the king of the statues. Since a juvenile, I've been cursed with a curse to be musical. And if you hate it, we'll meet in the crucible. Other than that, then it's cool and it's beautiful. We let you know that your dreams are pursuable. Whatever you wanna do, then it's doable. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day. Woo. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day.
All right. Let's do a little mic check. Soft, do a little mic check real quick.
Hello.
Yeah, I see your levels.
Hello.
Good. We doing good. All right. Hear ye. And we are live. Welcome to the Iron Lords Podcast, LLC, and also live on lordsofgaming.net, episode number 282. It's another glorious Sunday. We're back at the round table on the Lord's Day. I'm very excited about our special guest, and we've got the ValariGamingPillow. Check it out. 10 years of Call of Duty rejected by Sony. Our most hyped games for 2023. And NinjaGaiden plus Dead or Alive reboots to discuss. So we're going to get right into it. I want to introduce two lords who are not only great friends to the realms of the ILP, but whose passion for gaming, proper posture, and joint health have now given birth to the ultimate gaming weapon. And literally takes the pain out of the game. Introducing the gaming entrepreneurs and founders of the critically acclaimed ValariGamingPillow, the lords of gaming comfortability, whose eureka moment transformed the common boppy into the lordly exotic we all use today. Live from Beirut and Dubai and making their debut into the realm of the lords, my mans, Lord Hillal and Lord Nadeem of the Valari.com. How we doing, sirs?
Hi, guys. Great.
Nice to be here.
Thanks for the amazing intro.
Oh, no doubt. Your lords in your realm. It's only right we show you the proper respect here at the round table. Now, we talked earlier, but I need you to tell the people, what have you been playing? What have both of you been playing lately?
Nadim, you want to go first?
So on Xbox, I've been playing some Grounded. Just telling you earlier, I've got a friend who's like really into it. He's doing all the hard work. I just pop on when I have a minute.
He's building all the buildings.
Yeah, he's building everything. He just waits for me to do the story, and then we go explore together with all this like awesome armor that he gives me.
Nice.
So I've been nipping in and out. I don't need to watch YouTube videos or any of that. It's been good fun. And otherwise, I'm playing a lot of Civilization 6 as usual. They just did a new update. So yeah, it's been good.
Good. I like those titles. Civ 6. Okay. Hello, what you been playing, man?
Yeah, I've been hitting God of War pretty hard.
Boy.
Since that game came out, that's all I've been playing. Before that, I was hitting Plague's Tale. Really enjoyed that. That was really good.
Nice.
And next, I'm probably gonna try Pentiment. I'm quite interested to see what that's gonna be like. Looks like a very unique and interesting game, so I definitely want to try that out.
Yeah, highly recommend it. Again, if you're a fan of the time period, and if you like kind of like, I would say like dialogue, but RPG with choice and a murder mystery. Yeah, it really tremendous writing. Highly recommend it, man. It's really cool.
Why it really appeals to me is like I grew up playing the point and click adventure games like Monkey Island and King Quest and like those old school games. That's what I grew up on. Like
same.
Those are the best games for me growing up. So I think it brings back that vibe a bit. So I definitely want to try it out.
No doubt, yeah, man, absolutely. I'm the same way. Remember King's Quest and You know what I'm saying? And oh yeah, Monkey Island. I think that was my first PC game, Monkey Island. Yeah, I love that stuff. The mystery, figuring things out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, they just re-released Monkey Island inside Game Pass. So I think that was just like to get people warmed up and ready for like Pentiment. Like, hey, try this and then try Pentiment.
Yeah, a lot of people love those styles of games. And of course, you know, we got the four. Well, we're missing one horseman. We don't know where he is, but everyone sends some love out to Attic, man. I know he wasn't feeling well this week. You know, he said he was going to try to give it a go, but I'm assuming the medication and whatever's going on, you know, hopefully he's doing all right. Send some love to the boy, you know what I'm saying? But we still got the rest of the horsemen here in the realm. And, of course, we have the most technical gaming lord, the solo gamer who lives for the single-player selfish experience. And also the Sastradamus, the Lord of Clarity and Lord Patriarch of the Iron Bank. My man, Lord Sovereign, with a tremendous Valari headrest right now.
Exactly. You know, how do you use your Valari? I use my Valari. I just rest my neck right here. You know what I mean?
No, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm doing. Yeah, so unfortunately, I'll have to get out of here in a little bit.
No.
Nephew's 10th birthday party. You know, this was planned.
No, I'm talking about super chats.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry, but
I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Sorry, my apologies.
No, you good.
Nephew's 10th birthday party, and my sister kind of went crazy and like she rented out like the pier or something, some crazy thing like that. So Theo's got to arrive because he's got the Pokemon. So
Theo got Pokemon.
Theo has to arrive. So my apologies in advance, but yeah, man. Otherwise, doing good. Just running around, doing a lot of family stuff. Today, family stuff as well. But yeah, doing good. All right. Generally, played a little bit of God of War. Can't really say much about it. Played some Evil West. Enjoying it a lot. It's still, I mean, again, that taste that we got of it at PAX East still stands to me. Like it's still, it has a lot of like 360 like Darksiders energy, like you know, even the art style, the movement, the overall simplicity of it. It's just a good time. It's not, you know, trying to kill you with lore and story. It's not that. It's just a good, fun action game, and I think they hit it out the park. So unfortunately, I won't be able to talk more about it, but we'll talk more about it next week. And then again, what other little time I've had?
What?
Vampire Survivors.
Talk about it. Yeah, it's a big one.
What is this game that everyone is talking about?
It is Hillal. It is the simplest sort of dopamine hit game you can ever. If you looked up in a dictionary, and if a caveman walked out of a cave today and said, "What is game?" this is game.
Okay. Break it down. What is the thing? I don't get it yet. I haven't played it yet. So what is? I see them attacking my man King or Twitter.
I don't care what they say.
Yeah. So what is
one word for this? Crack. That's all it is. Crack is all it is.
That's what everyone says.
It is, like I said when I talked about it initially, it really is just it. You pick a character, right, and the character starts out in a different stage every time. You basically start off with one ability, right? This character has whatever they throw out, like a magic, or they throw out like a projectile, or they have some sort of defensive quality. And as you kill enemies, all you're doing is running around and trying to avoid these enemies while killing as many as possible. As you kill the enemies, they drop little XP points that you're supposed to gather. As your XP goes up, your level goes up. Every time your level goes up, it unlocks the ability for you to unlock another either projectile, another power, another defensive or offensive buff, speed buffs, things like that. So as you continue to try to avoid and kill these swarms, you keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And the swarms keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So the whole idea is to sort of survive these vampires. They call them vampires, but it's all kind of monsters, and just get stronger and stronger. And what happens is, like, if you're good enough and you last long enough, you get so many abilities and powers that you literally, the screen is exploding with AoE effects as you're eliminating swarms and swarms. It feels so good to play. it is so rewarding to play, and it is the most simplest. Like it is, like I said, it's game, like distilled down to what a game is.
In its purest, rawest format. Yeah.
Exactly, and I mean, again, it goes back to games like back in the day, like Berserk, even
Robotron.
Robotron.
Okay.
Robotron, Pac-Man, just like stuff like that.
Yeah.
It kind of harkens back to all of that stuff in just the purest way. The music is amazing. It looks like Castlevania, like old school Castlevania. I saw King posting up. I said, we got him. I got him with this one. I got him.
wait till you get to my part. Wow.
Bro, it is an amazing game. It is an absolute crime that it is not in the Game of the Year category for the Game Awards. Crime.
Because it would beat certain games that they want to win.
It would beat them. It would beat them handily.
It doesn't even make any sense. How rudimentary the game looks, but how addicting it is.
Okay. My God. So I mean, it goes back to because Attic talked about Loop Hero last year. That Loop Hero kind of had that same thing, but it's more passive, and it's just that Hades feel, that Dead Cells feel, just that much simpler.
The chat agree with y'all. They like, yup, you're a crack. Shout out to Asante. He's playing it right now while he's watching us. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, Gary Barwick, said he's got 100 achievements already. Reached 111.
Bro,
they say it's great. Yeah, people agree. They say
it is that thing. It's like when you finish, one more run. Let's go. One more run.
Okay.
I'll give my spiel.
No doubt. So that's
please. That's it. Okay. Nah, that's it.
No doubt.
Is it on Game Pass? Or?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm sold. I'm
That's
gonna download it.
King, you don't
That's
have
all
to
you needed to say.
King will let you know.
Place I rock at.
No doubt. And of course, we have the incredible Hulk of this, aka the XS Gamer. The prophet of Xbox.
Swami.
He not feeling well.
I'm sick as hell.
Oh, man.
I can tell. Like, Eddie, okay.
My energy is in the bushes.
I mean, he's in the Salt and Pepper Town with me, so I know he's
He's
not right. He's not right.
I'm letting it hang out today.
My wife was like, "Oh, so you just not gonna do your bid?" I said, "Oh, no, I'm sick."
King of the statues. The man's nothing less than that premium experience. It is the leader of the fraud alert movement.
Ooh,
beloved Lord King. So glad that you could make it today.
Listen, I sat there and I contemplated a lot of things are not showing up, but we got so many things for you guys today, and there was no way in hell I was going to miss our partners with their glorious pillow, especially with my son telling me, because my son didn't get a chance to see the pillow, right? And we were downstairs playing Vampire Survivor. I was playing Vampire Survivor, and he was like, "What's this?" And I was like, "Oh, this is Vampire Survivor." He's like, "Is it in Game Pass?" I say, "Yeah." So he takes my pillow and he goes, "Wow, this is nice." I'm watching him. He goes, "It feels so good." Then he locks himself in.
He did the lock in.
Yes. Oh, it's perfect. This is the ultimate gaming pillow.
Yeah.
I said I wanted to record him.
Because that's literally an infomercial.
Yeah.
We'll pay him. Put him on.
So now all he wants is the pillow. So he's like, "Well, Daddy, you know." I said, "I know."
Yeah, this is mine now. It's mine.
Your pillow got hijacked. Your Valari got hijacked.
I told him you can't take mine because it's marketing purposes, but Daddy will get you one. All right, so
let's go.
All this week, I got Monkey into playing Fortnite with us, so he joined the crew, and we were playing Fortnite. And then I said, "Well, let me download these games." I downloaded Pentiment. I downloaded the Call of Duty because we're supposed to be playing with y'all guys.
Yes.
And I downloaded Vampire Survivor. I said, "Let me get some God of War in," but Vampire Survivors popped up really quick. Let me check it out.
Yeah, let me check it out.
Famous last words.
This was 3:00 in the afternoon. 4:00 in the morning. Did you hear me?
Wow.
This was 3:00 in the afternoon. 4:00 in the morning. I said, "No, I can go upstairs and go to bed." This game is probably singly, because I love roguelites, right? The most addicting crack-filled game ever, because they know how to hook you.
Yep.
It's like 6, 7 stages, some bonus stages, and each stage can be played in hyper, fast, or with alchemy or whatever. And they have like 20 different characters that you unlock, but you have to pay for them. Right? This is like Robotron, the natural evolution of Robotron.
Oh, I remember Robotron. Classic.
So as you go around the board and you're killing stuff, you're grabbing all these points. And there's other things that can help you buff up. Now, I know Solve went through that. My addiction is getting out the new characters to see exactly what their
buffs are. Yeah, what they can do. Yeah,
because each character has a different special that they shoot out. Right, some is rudimentary, but then when you get into some of the obscure guys, like this, I got this Bigfoot dude who shoots out cherry bombs, and then I got this this witch that shoots out cats. There's one girl who shoots out a mana spell. These spells, when you hype them up, and you have to look at them, because if you pair them up with certain spells, because there's certain buffs and then there's certain weapons.
Yeah.
If you pair the spell up with the weapon, you can evolve it to its highest form.
Oh, okay.
So you have to look and see. Excuse me, sorry. You have to look and see what is going to evolve your weapon. So what weapons you're good with. Like if they have a natural innate weapon that shoots up and down, then you want a weapon that's going to go out and forward, like the whip.
Right.
The whip. If you get the blood whip all the way up, maximized, it gives you health every time you kill somebody. So you're standing there beating the brakes off of everybody, healing yourself, and you're walking, and you have to get to certain spots. And there's bosses in this game.
Yes.
This game has everything. And I know why it's not in the Game of the Year category, because literally there's no game that you can put up there to say it can beat this, because you're not going to play this game
120.
Huh?
What about that? What about the graphical fidelity?
I don't care about that. That's it. Listen, I came from Atari 2600. I came from, and it looks good.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's that old school Castlevania. That's what it looks like.
All right, so that level of sprites on the screen is supposed to cause slowdown. It doesn't. This guy is a genius. He worked his engine, and I don't want to hear anybody saying that this game is ugly. He worked his engine to the point that you could put millions of characters on the screen without slowdown.
Gotcha.
And he did a really good job. So, excuse me, sorry again.
No doubt. So you've been rocking it. Oh, King not feeling he cleared. You know what he got to do the extra call.
The pause. Yeah.
He did the pause call. But now I'm hearing great things about it, and you know I got to try it. Now you got to know
Sick as hell.
No. But I'm saying I hear really good things about it. Everybody that I know is playing it is raving extremely.
Best
high.
game. The best game in Game Pass right now.
So King, what's your favorite stage?
The bonus stage with the bones.
Okay.
Did you get that giant spinning bone that you got to kill?
Yeah. I think so far my favorite stage is actually the second stage, the library. Because it reminds me of, remember when I first talked about the game and I was like, it's like a running back looking for daylight?
Yeah.
That stage feels like a football field, like an endless football field. Where
you talking about the one that you're going up and you're going around and you're going straight?
Right. Yeah, because you don't have a lot of, you're running left and right, really. You don't have a lot of space up or down, right? So it's very narrow. So it made me feel like I was playing Tecmo Bowl and like I had Barry Sanders or Bo Jackson, you know, the invincible characters in Tecmo Bowl, where it's just left and right.
Did you kill the Grim Reaper?
Yes, I did.
I killed him too. I killed him by luck.
I kind of ran into him.
Yeah.
And then, but at that point I was like, yeah, there was just explosions going off everywhere, AoE effects. It was, yeah, man, it is so satisfying to play that game because they understand the numbers going up. Like if the numbers go up, people are happy, and it's nothing but numbers. Yes.
No doubt.
So it's like, all right, so you have a hard stop. You have 30 minutes on a board or 15 minutes on a board. Then they send out death. And death, everything on the board disappears, and death comes out and beats the brakes off you.
And that's it.
That's it.
If you're strong enough, you can beat death. and you get an achievement.
Oh, okay. Say no more. Say less. Definitely go check that out. So it's been pretty much that's been most of the gaming for you. No
400
doubt.
some odd people, please hit that like button. I'm
yes.
sick as hell. I'm here. You can hit that like button and share it out, please.
He's like, I made it.
I made it. Please share
No
it.
question. And of course, we have the gaming ninja himself, the Shinobi, LordCognito. Spread that runners in the realm of the ILP. Not telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Matty Plays, Defining Duke. We had a good one going up there. Talking Game Awards, talking News Animax IPs. Also have a freebie up there with the legendary Josh Sawyer, talking Pentiment, interviewing him, picking his brain about the game. Check that out. Shout out to The Last Word on a little Thanksgiving vacation this week. We'll be back next week. And as far as me, I've been playing a lot, man. I was telling Hillal and Nadim before we started. I obviously finished Pentiment, great game. Finished Somerville, great game there. And definitely if you're a fan of Inside and Out of This World, those old kind of atmospheric storytelling games, you might like that. I've been playing a ton of Demio, getting ready for the new content coming up. And then still Grounded, still rocking and rolling with Grounded. But yeah, that's been it for me. So I want to get a couple of super chats.
What ending did you get with Somerville?
Okay, so I don't want to spoil too much, but I love the ending, and let's just say because there's a I don't want to spoil. There's a thing you do as a community, as a community that can be very aggressive. And I did the aggressive action, and it was okay. But I will say, to your point again, without spoiling too much, I do agree with you. He's the worst father ever. Oh yeah, he's the worst father ever. Again, the story is about a husband, wife, child, and dog going through a very crazy time with invaders or something happening, some type of event happening in the planet. But yeah, go check that. So you want to get the super chats because I got to take care of some other business too.
Cool. I'll get these super chats. Give me a moment. Again, my apologies for abandoning you guys.
No, you good.
We got God's Hitman $2 super chat. What do you think about Marvel Snap? Laying it down for the Lord. Here we go.
Anybody play it? No, I haven't had a chance to play it.
I haven't played it. Everybody loves it, and we all picked it for best mobile game. So. We got Raiden Blade, £2 super chat member for 1 year. Cog, play that vampire game. It's game of the generation.
Woo, I will. There's a lot of games out here, man.
Generation.
A lot of games.
Wait, Vampire Survivors right there. That's for sure.
No doubt.
We got XD Mellow 7, $2 super chat. Heard King got that 75-inch TCL for Black Friday.
Yo, King, you pulled it off? You got that doorbuster TCL?
I'm sick. I'm not answering.
You're not answering. No doubt.
I declined to answer that garbage.
TCL look nice in the crib.
Then we have Kuno Matt with the 2 CHFs. I have to look that up. My apologies. Always nice to see the Lords on a non-TCL 55-inch OLED. Wow,
they go hard against TCL today.
We got Gaming Forte, member for 35 months, Lord Bronze. Cog, time to bend the knee to Jimmy G.
Oh,
the homie got y'all looking like a Super Bowl contender.
Yo, are you his agent? Like this man goes silent for months, for weeks. Right? Then pops up when he have a good game and throw 4 or 5 slants that any other quarterback can do. But I ain't gonna get into it. I'm gonna let you have your moment. I know you feeling good about your man. Actually, check your DM, sir. Forte, I miss you. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Check your DMs, brother. But anyway.
Then we got see you at 4:25 p.m. Oh, and as always, hey King Boo Boo.
Hey Forte.
Tradition is kept, no doubt. Even
a little delay. I'm sorry.
Still did it. Tradition was kept, no doubt.
Then we got Mr. Irishman, member for 16 months. Missed last week's ILP live, but it made a 6-hour tattoo session feel like 4 hours shorter on Thursday. Looking forward to today's messiness.
Glad to provide you comfort to your tattoo. Continue.
Then we have Dead Planet, $2 super chat. Thoughts on if Xbox holds back from TGA due to ABK? I certainly hope not. I'm fed up with all of this.
Yeah, we are tired of it, But hey, I hope not. I would hope that doesn't affect.
I hope not.
Reviews.
I mean, Sony hasn't held back, so I don't see why.
I don't see why either.
Then we have Resting Craig Face, $5 super chat. If there's ever a Vampire Survivors 2, I hope it goes up to 16-bit graphics. This game is so addictive. Yeah, I hope they do like the Messenger thing.
Yeah, when Messenger did the 16-bit
make
upgrade.
Another one 16. That'd be nice. That'd be awesome. Okay, let me see if anything else dropped. Then we got Carl Andrews Jr., $2 super chat. Is Destiny 2 an improvement from 1?
Yes.
All right. Then we actually had one before that, Carl Andrews Jr., $2 super chat. Been playing Destiny 1, has potential, no tutorial.
Yeah, they're very bad with onboarding.
Wait a second. You said you playing Destiny 1. This is 2022, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I was about to say, have I gone back in time like 10 years?
But he's one of those dudes. I'm not gonna play the new one.
Yeah, he probably He like, I got to do it all the way. Yeah, I get it. And if I gotta plug my man. If you're looking to get into Destiny, you don't know what to do because I see sometimes on board. Subscribe to my man Ebontis channel, The Cheetah. He's very good at explaining new players and players who've missed and try to come back. Anything that you've missed and lapsed in a very easy to understand style. So check out Ebontis' channel.
Yeah, and we have God's Hitman again, $2 super chat. I got a deal on the Series S for $200.
Oh, salute.
Very nice.
No doubt. We caught up with this.
That's that Black
Yes,
Friday.
actually, got one more to jump them. Got Base 23 BKNY, $20 super chat. Thoughts on God of War Ragnarok selling 5.1 million, and is the $70 game discussion over now?
King,
I do not believe it sold 7 point nothing. All
5
right?
point.
I'm gonna be a buck with you. I don't believe it. But again, it's shipped. Probably shipped 7.5 million, and they're probably sit inside the store waiting for these guys to get their bucks together. But I got it. I hear. That's nice. It's still not game of the year. How you gonna have Vampire Survivor come and slide up in that DMs and be like, bruh? He looked at Kratos and said, boy.
Here we go.
These are the last two.
Salute the Pokemon. People saw the Pokemon numbers.
Oh yeah, Pokemon did what, 10 million?
Yeah, Pokemon did
and that was
crazy.
sold. Not shit.
How you know it's you messy? Continue. Move it on, son. You being messy.
Because Nintendo dudes buy stuff.
You being messy. Continue, son.
And then we got a Drunken Ninja member for 27 months. Been a long year, but grateful for the community for being here. Salute.
Oh, thank you. Blessings. Salute.
Then we have Lord Metroid just doing a super chat before Sav leaves. Bendito.
We should have Sav for at least the Valari segment, though.
Yes, I am here. So stop super chatting so we can move on.
Yeah. Stop being generous.
Stop being generous.
So we good? We caught up there?
Yes, sir.
All right, no doubt. I do have to pay one more set of bills before we start. It's that time of the month really quick, man. LordsOfGaming.net. We got to salute the amazing, tremendous writing talent that we do have here at the website. You know, every month this is a very competitive award, and I want to make sure that we extend acknowledgement properly to the team and everybody that is in the site generally has a legit chance of winning this award. It is some of the best. So it's time to celebrate, though, a specific scribe who went above and beyond in the month of November. He kind of dominated the box office, you know what I'm saying, as far as our movies and entertainment section of the website with Black Adam, Wakanda Forever, even told us about the Gears of War Netflix series coming. So I proudly present the winner of the Lord Dizzy Lognet Scribe of the Month to Lord David Urion. Salute, my brother. Salute. He did a fantastic job. Now, I know he couldn't make it specifically to get his award, but he did leave a little something for us to show.
Hey everybody, it's David Urion, writer for LordsOfGaming.net. Just want to say thank you for being the Scribe of the Month. I appreciate it. It's been a long time coming. I've had a nice little break for a while due to some personal issues. It just feels good to be appreciated. You might notice that my work is mostly entertainment, movies, comics, stuff like that. I do write occasional gaming stuff, but I do appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Thank you.
Salute to the legend, David Urion, taking that award. Again, good to have you on the site, brother. Love the diversity that you bring to the site, and the energy, man, makes us better. Salute to you, and thank you for that. And make sure you hit solve up so you get your reward.
Yes, sir.
And of course, we do have one more award that we want to give out. And again, this is the Lord Dizzy Editor of the Month award. It's kind of respect the people who nurture the talent, who are the unsung heroes behind the scene with editing, teaching, doing a whole bunch for the lifeblood of the site. And this editor, in a short time, has been extremely reliable. He's extra passionate when it comes to Warframe, triangle strategy, you know what I'm saying? Persona 5. And we definitely proud. And he actually has a great review out right now. Bayonetta, review right now. Check that out. So we probably present the winner of the Lord Dizzy Lognet Editor of the Month award to my man Flame, aka Lord Joseph Repko. What's going on, sir? I see you in there. You look like you're struggling with your mic though. He's in there figuring things out. I can see. He's got the intense look. but he can't. I don't know if he
I would like to say thank you so much. I worked really hard on
Thank you, Flame, man.
we gonna speak in behalf of Flame. Flame's figuring something out.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Sometimes I play Halo and I love it.
And I love it so much. And Bayonetta 3 sucks. Thank you.
Yeah.
And sometimes, even though I cap about Warframe, I'm secretly a Destiny fan. And I love Destiny. I'm gonna do the speech for him. I love Destiny with all my heart.
And Halo is the greatest game ever.
Thank you for this honor. Goodbye.
Oh man, poor Flame. Oh, he's trying to figure it out. Hold on, let me just tell him real quick.
It's the moment where happens.
Yeah, poor Flame.
I wonder if he heard us.
I don't. He has. I can tell he has because I'm
Don't worry,
slandering. He would always fight me.
He sees it back.
Yeah, poor Flame. Yeah, he's got some technical difficulty.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we got to move on, brother, because I got some patient guests. But
let me get this last free R. Kelly, $5 with that. Sold my PS5. Sony is finished. They ruined The Last of Us, God of War, and Uncharted. I don't know what to hold on to for now for hope, but Callisto Protocol, everyone.
King, what's going on with your man?
Kelly's just feeling it.
That's
right
my
now.
guy. He came over. He came over. You know, I sent a couple of goons to him in prison, and he sees the light.
Oh, you pressed him into this.
Yeah. I send the bandit over to him. You know, I want you. And
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Let's put the crest in the chat for King's number 3rd believer. Welcome to the realm.
King's number 3rd believer. No doubt. Hopefully, Flame can get it together. But I do got to start, brother. We all set up for the super chats.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, cool. Let's go. Man. So, 1 second. All right, cool. Now we got to what the Lord's been playing. Got to focus on our very patient guest.
You can hear me.
There we go. All right, cool.
I'm sorry. I can't hear anything through my headphones, and I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. You didn't miss anything.
Yeah, do me a favor.
When you play it back, you'll love it.
Yeah, send him a chat. We got a job before the call on this one right now because we're definitely running late.
Yeah, we got to get these guys.
Yeah, because we're definitely running late. But I'm sorry about that, brother. Hold on a second.
Okay. Wait. Can you hear me now?
Please. Yes. Can you hear us?
Oh my God. There we go.
All right. Cool. Yes. Speech.
This is embarrassing.
Nah, you good, brother.
I didn't even hear anything.
Nah, you good, brother.
Anyways, I'm just gonna pretend like I heard everything that you guys were saying.
Yes.
Anyways, it's been an honor to write for Lord's Gaming for over a year now and be part of the editorial team and be inspired by all of our amazing writers, especially David.
Yes.
Who is our Scribe of the Month.
Yes.
In fact, the one article that I've actually been proud of to make for the last couple of months has been that Thanksgiving article where we literally had everybody submit something and make like an article basically saying games that we're personally thankful for and everything like that. And
yes.
David makes a lot of those joint articles, and I would not have been inspired to do that if it wasn't for him.
No doubt. Veteran. Salute to Dave, man. And salute to you. Salute to you for being reliable. Salute to you for the consistency. We really appreciate what you do on the site. And I make sure to slander that you said that Destiny was your favorite game, Warframe's trash. I wanted to make sure that the people knew how you truly felt about Destiny and spread the good word.
Sorry, come again?
And again, you got the Bayonetta article out, right? The review out, right?
Yes.
Nah, good.
Yes.
Dude, tremendous job, man. Always a pleasure working. You always bring a smile and jokes. Brother, enjoy your Sunday. And again, thank you, editor of the month, Joseph Repko Flame.
Y'all too. I'm making sure that I'm watching you.
And likewise.
You
on the
might want
polls.
to go back and listen to that.
But we do gotta run, brother. Again.
No, that's gonna be a fun one. But anyways, I apologize to the great Valari royalty for basically causing a scene. That was not my intention. I don't know what's going on with my audio.
You're good, brother. You're good. Enjoy your Sunday.
Have a great day.
No doubt. All right. You already know. And we are moving on. So now we've been very patient. We got into what the Lord's been playing. We paid the bills, LogNet, and all that good stuff. But we got to switch our focus to Lords Hillal and Lord Nadeem, their video game system history, their journey into becoming entrepreneurs, and of course, what led them to reducing those physical pain points for gamers by creating that Valari gaming pillow. So let's start with Lord Hillal first. What are some of the first video game systems you had, and what got you into gaming?
So for me, it was PC. So I grew up very much a PC gamer. So Yeah, it was just all PC back in the day. I didn't even have any of the really early consoles. So yeah, I was a PC guy. A lot of point and click adventure games, like I was saying before. You know, King's Quest,
Nice.
Monkey Island, the Indiana Jones games. You know, those were the sorts of games I love to play. And then as well, like the strategy games, Command and Conquer was a big one for me growing up. And then kind of like I fell out of gaming for a bit, like a couple of years. And then I remember the Sega Dreamcast came out, and that kind of brought me back into gaming a bit. I started, I started getting into the fighting games, Dead or Alive. And that was like, and I remember it had like quite a short life cycle, the Sega Dreamcast, but it was like a good life cycle.
Yes.
And then after that, it was the OG Xbox that came out, and that really brought me back into gaming properly.
Wait. Slow down. Okay, so first I gotta ask that. This is surprising to me only for two. One, where were you at the time? Where were you living at the time when the Xbox came out, and why? What was it about the OG Xbox that really reinvigorated you?
I was living in London at the time, so I grew up in London, and that's where I was at the time. And I'm not sure what it was about the Xbox. It was just something new and different. Everyone had a PlayStation at the time.
Yeah, you going against the grain at that time.
And
did it feel like the extension of that Dreamcast that you just had? Like it
kind
was a
of,
natural successor?
Yes, exactly. Like it kind of felt like a natural successor to the Dreamcast. And I don't know why, I was drawn to it more than the PlayStation at the time. And man, I remember just Halo, the first time I picked up a controller and played Halo, that just like, honestly, I was like, wow, this is gaming. This is what a video game is about, right? And especially like the social element of it. I remember like we used to get like back before Xbox Live, right? Back before internet gaming.
Let's go.
It was LAN gaming, right? So I remember we used to get like 2-3 TV screens. We used to get like 2-3 Xboxes, hook them all up. We used to have an Xbox upstairs, an Xbox downstairs, like 30-meter LAN cable going.
Who's running the cables? Who's running the Cat 5 cable?
Yeah, exactly. You'd have like 8 to 10 of us in one house playing. Oh man, those were the days, man. Those are the days. And like that was, for me, that was like my rebirth into gaming. Like that brought me back. And then like like all the Halo games for me, like unbelievable. Halo 1 through 3. I can't tell you how many hours I plummeted into those games. And and then in between, obviously there's all like the OG Xbox games that like the Mass Effects, Knights of the Old Republic. I'm a big RPG gamer, so like first person shooters and RPGs. So like for me, nothing will beat a good RPG. So like I remember when the first Mass Effect came out, that was like mind blowing to me. I just recently replayed when they remastered them. I just recently replayed all 3 back to back.
Nice.
That was nice. That was a great experience replaying those. And yeah, since then it's just kind of like been mostly Xbox. I'll play the big Sony exclusives when they come out, like the God of Wars, the Horizon Forbidden West, all those games. When they come out, I'll play them because they're great games and I do love playing them. But I'm, most of the other games I'll play on Xbox. I'm an Xbox guy, so I'll mostly play on Xbox. Especially now with Game Pass, you just get so many good games all the time to play.
You approve.
Valari approves that message. King approves that message.
Okay. Approve that message.
Yeah. Well, there are so many games now. Like as soon as I finish God of War, I have like a whole list of games I need to add this vampire game as well to that list.
Yes.
I'm gonna be very, very busy.
Absolutely, no, that's tremendous. I love hearing these histories and stuff. Like I gotta get Nadim in though. I gotta know his journey real quickly. Like, what was some of the first gaming systems, or were you also PC? What got you into gaming?
Sure. No, so for me, I had older brothers, so it was the Commodore 64 when that first came out. We used to have to put the tape in, wait 3 minutes for it to load, which felt like eternity, and then I played some like I think it was Rambo: First Blood or something. You just go around shooting. That was amazing. But then I finally got my own Sega Master System.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry, sorry, Hillal. I got to talk to Sega Master System royalty right now. I'm biased. You are now my favorite.
Thank you. Well,
talk about this Master System. I don't get to hear this. I would talk about it.
So this was in London, mid to late 80s. Master System was out, and it was a generation ahead of the Ataris and everything else that was around. Atari was a little bit before my time. I mean, obviously I played it a bit at my friends' houses and stuff, but when I had the Master System, I just never looked back. It was 8 bits, and it was like, wow, played so many games on it, like from Sonic and everything else that came out. And then I became, the way Hillal is an Xbox fanboy, as you can tell, I was a Sega fanboy.
Oh, let's go. Right? Put your hands together.
So it was Master System, Mega Drive, Mega CD, all the way through until the switch happened later down the line to PlayStation 1.
Okay.
And so, but it was because Sega went down. It wasn't because I gave up on it. Right?
Got you.
It was
good tall to him. So Sony killed him. You adopted.
Yeah. Exactly.
Unlike COD, who just defected. That's you stayed to the very end. I appreciate that.
I really tried.
I tried to. When that PlayStation was hot.
Nah, he's real. I like him.
Ooh, no, he kept. He stood 10 toes down until the wheels fell off and he rocked out.
Both of them though. I mean, the Dreamcast, like he said, had an untimely death.
No, absolutely.
And we know who the culprits were. And you don't get worried. Xbox is gonna get revenge for you. Don't worry.
No. So Tower Power, and then from there into what was it the PlayStation? And then what was the next progression after?
Hold on. Did you get a chance to make the giant
Tower Power,
the Mega Drive, the Mega CD, the 32X?
Yes.
The card, you did it.
I don't know about 32X. I had the Mega CD at one point, and there was one game that was really amazing on it, and I don't remember what it's called now, but I remember sinking a lot of time into it.
Open a night trap.
Yeah, maybe it was like this atmospheric. Anyway, not to dwell on that too much, but like I played a lot of Master System, and then I also kind of flirted a lot with PC when it came to Command and Conquer Red Alert, which I was like, I love that game. Like I'll still play it today every now and then. Just it's like a meditative state for me. Just like repeat. The way you were talking about from like 3 p.m. to 4 in the morning, that used to happen to me with Red Alert, and then I'd play multiplayer against some friends who'd then never play me again because I beat them like so many times in a row.
Okay.
Not to flex, but I'm pretty bad at most games, but I was pretty good at that one.
Oh, that was your joint. Okay. I see what it is.
That was my thing.
No.
And then after that, PlayStation 1, Virtual Fighter just changed like the game for me. Like it was like the graphics, seeing all this game that we used to play so many arcade games.
Right.
We used to go to this place called Trocadero in London, like millions of arcades, and spend all our pocket money there.
Yes.
And so Virtual Fighter was like, suddenly took that and made it 360-degree 3D graphics, and it was like, what is happening here?
Absolutely.
It was just an evolution of gaming.
Absolutely.
And then never looked back. Then we were playing a lot of football games back then, like what you call soccer. Pro Evolution Soccer, way before the FIFA. And back then it was like Hillal was saying, it was all about the people coming over, sitting on the couch next to you. The side of gaming that's disappeared a little bit now. And then we switched to the Xbox for Halo. That was Hillal probably talked me into it. I think.
Okay. I was about to ask y'all, like the Hillal, like did y'all? I was gonna say, like, did y'all were friends before, like all the business, like Okay.
Oh, we've been friends since we were 14, 15 years old. We've known each other very long time. Like it's nice because most of our friends group are like that. Like most of the people we still communicate with and play with online, we've been playing with for like, now we're all in different countries. We've moved to different countries and stuff, but we still play together online all the time. We we have a group in WhatsApp called the OG Destiny group.
Oh, let's go. Talk about it.
And that's our group. We went from the Halo group to the Destiny group. And yeah, we've been playing together for like 14, 15 years.
Oh, that's fine. I love
more 20 years. It's crazy.
More. The more you think about it, the older we get.
It's a bit depressing.
It's like 25
years.
Listen,
Let's keep it at 15 years.
Listen, that's why y'all OG Iron Lords like us too. Iron Lords have significance. That we're seasoned. We're grizzled veterans. See the
exactly.
We're veterans.
No, I love to hear it, man. This is so cool. Just hearing the gaming stories and stuff like that. So obviously, I want to talk about, one thing I respect, honest, like the next step. And obviously, we love this product that you have, the Valari. But I want to talk about like the eureka moment, so to speak, right? Where it kind of the origin story of the Valari. So I don't know if it's Nadim or Hillal, whoever wants to start first. Like, how did this happen? You put it together.
Sure. So much like you see me now, I was kind of sitting on the couch. It was during lockdown. I was probably playing Destiny because that's all I was playing for a long time. And I was always someone who had I had back issues the last few years, and like always like to be comfortable. So when I sit down, I'd put like one cushion here, one cushion there, one in the middle, try and find a way to basically be comfortable while I game to avoid the kind of shoulder pain, neck pain, etc. So I had my setup. I was always comfortable when I gamed. It just took about 7 pillows to achieve it. And, so that meant that every time I'd get up to get a glass of water or go use the toilet or whatever, it would take about an hour to take everything off and put it back on. And then I try and get comfortable, and then it's like the middle of a raid and everyone's waiting for me. And everyone's shouting at me.
I was about to say, it's very annoying. We're in the middle of a raid and the Nadim would be like, give me a minute to go to the bathroom, guys, and he'd be gone for like 15 minutes.
He's just putting the cushions back. I was trying to get comfortable again.
Trying to get comfortable.
So that was the first situation. And then my wife was pregnant at the time, and I saw this boppy lying around on the couch, right? And it's one of the kind of soft ones with the beanbag filling in it. But I liked the idea that I could mold it to the shape I wanted. So I put it like the Valari, I put it from here and I wrapped it around, but it was still on top of like the multiple cushions. It just replaced like 2 of them maybe. And it was like perfect, except that I still had like 4 cushions underneath the boppy, right? So I was like, well, okay, so this shape gave me the idea basically. And I was like, you know what I need? Instead of all these pillows, I need one pillow to rule them all.
What you need?
And that's when the Valari was born. Like in my mind, I was like, just a gaming pillow, a pillow for this shape that's thicker, that can absorb my upper body and my arms, and like just let me be comfortable while gaming, basically. And that was it. That was the eureka moment.
That was the moment. Look, man, I'm glad you said it, because one thing as gamers, like we don't realize how bad our posture is and how long we've been gaming. Especially, you mentioned Destiny, like Hillal, right? How those raids, you be in there 3-4 hours, somebody keeps wiping, you got to do the whole thing over, and you're in these positions for so long.
It stops me from hunching over.
Yeah, the lean forward effect, right?
Exactly. It stops the gamer lean.
Yes, gamer lean.
You're so conscious in straightening up your spine. And if y'all was noticing, that's exactly what I was doing when I'm sitting here. You straighten up your spine because you can feel the tension on your back. So when you straighten up your spine, because you don't have to lean over anymore, you don't have to put your hands on your elbows on your legs. You can just relax, and it gives you a relaxed state. I don't know. You came up with something that was mind blowing, because it's absolutely a game changer if you're sitting there for hours. I was playing Vampire Survivors, and I didn't know how much time passed.
And it's the simplest thing, because it's like your propensity to lean comes from the fact that when you just start going forward, and there's nothing to stop your arms from going forward. The moment you hit that pillow, though, boop, oh, I'm right here, and there's no need to move any further forward. And it's just like, again, sometimes it's the simplest solutions, and it's right in front of you. You don't even realize it.
No doubt.
Yeah, I don't pretend to be like a rocket scientist or anything. It's not.
You didn't do a mathematical equation.
It's not a cure for cancer or anything, but it was just a simple solution that presented itself. And I was shocked that it didn't exist, basically. First thing I did was try and buy one online, right? I was like, okay, where is this idea I've had for a pillow must exist. And I looked it up and I couldn't find it. So I called Hillal up and I was like, Hillal, I've got this idea.
I was about to ask you, what was the next step? How you call Hillal? So how that conversation go?
And so yeah, so I don't know, Hillal was like, okay, sounds interesting, but I need to visualize it. I think he was struggling to visualize it. So I made a prototype and sent it to him like a few days later. And then Hillal, you can carry on. What did you think when you got it?
Yeah. So basically, when Nadim first told me about it, I was like, is this Nadim just being Nadim? Right? Because Nadim can be a bit like
what is Nadim being Nadim?
Nadim can be a bit precious at times. So I just thought to myself, is this Nadim being Nadim? Or does he actually have something here? Because I also have the same issues, obviously. We all do when we game. It needs to be, you need to have a certain level of comfort when you game. Otherwise, it's just not a very enjoyable experience. So, he told me about it. I was like, okay, well, let's see what the prototype is like. And once I got the prototype and I sat down with it, I was like, oh, okay, now I get it. Like, it's one of those products, when you hear about it, you're like, yeah, that could be good.
Right.
But once you try it, you're like, oh, wow, no, this has really changed the way I have to play now. Like, now I cannot play without it. Sometimes, like, I'll sit and I'll forget to put it on, and I'll be like, there's something wrong.
Something wrong.
Like, there's something missing. Oh, wait, where's my Valari? I'll pick it up and be like, yeah, there it is. There it is. Now I can play. And it's just completely changed the way I game. So yeah, when once I realized, okay, we have a product here, because my background is in startups. So in London, I was saying I grew up in London. I had a couple of startups, and my background is all in startups, and I'm operations. So I'm used to building companies. So that's why Nadim came to me. And once he came to me, I was like, okay, this is an idea. We have something here. So let's do a bit of digging. Let's see what's out in the market. What is the most comparable product out there? And the most comparable product out there is the Boppy, right? It's a nursing pillow. That is what most people, when they see our product, they're like, oh, it's a nursing pillow. And what's important to understand is that while the shape is similar, what we've developed is quite a different product. So a nursing pillow is designed for a baby, for nursing a baby. So they're generally quite small, they're quite thin compared to our pillow. And they don't use the most premium materials because they're designed to be spat on, essentially.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Do. They spit a lot, they burp a lot. Yeah, exactly.
Amongst other fluids.
Yeah, lots of other fluids. So the materials used are not of the highest quality because they don't need to be, right? That's not the product they're creating. What we wanted was a product that is very premium, has a really nice feel, because frankly, you're going to be putting your arms on it for hours on end. I rest my arms on this thing for hours and hours. So we wanted something that feels really high end and premium. The filling we use is a lot thicker and more supportive than what you would find in a nursing pillow or a Boppy, because obviously it needs to carry the weight of a full-grown human, right? And some of us are on the heavier side.
I'm a big boy. I need the support.
Exactly.
Checking in.
Yeah. So it needs to be supportive, and it needs to be comfortable, and it needs to give the right amount of pushback, right? Because you want something that's comfortable, but also that pushes you back, so that you are not, you don't have that gamer lean, right? Exactly. If it's too soft, then you're just going to lean into it, and it's not really going to help much. So once we went through the kind of prototyping phase where we tested lots of different types of materials and fabrics and fillings, and this is where Nadim shines, because this is where Nadim being Nadim is a good thing.
Let's go.
Because he's really picky, right? So every material is like, no, it's not good enough. No, it's not soft enough. No, it's not quite premium enough.
We got it. Nadim. He's called soft. Yeah, he's very particular.
I like things how I like things.
Yeah. He's muted right now, but he's very particular.
That's fine. I appreciate that.
That's why we love it.
Well, I mean, that's why we have such a great product, right? Because I'm more the operations and the the math guy, right? So he'll come to me and he'll be like, oh, we have to use this fabric. I'd be like, yeah, okay, but this fabric is like $30 a meter, so we can't sell the pillow for $300, Nadim. Let's go a little lower, please.
Oh,
a little lower, please.
He went for the high end. He went for that premium
experience. He said, you know, you don't see those
like we need golden yarn. Golden yarn.
I mean, I have some ideas, guys, that one day I will make.
Oh, okay. We get that exclusive,
the ultimate pillow,
the ultimate one, VIP edition. Let's go.
But honestly, this one is it's a collaboration and a compromise. Everything's a compromise when you want to mass manufacture something, and make it in a way that can sell and that people can afford to buy it. You have to compromise, and that's where Hillal and I work very well together, because we, you know, I can, like he was just saying, you know, I'll say, oh, I want this, and then he'll say, oh, but that's too expensive. So it forces me to go and find something that's almost as good, but a lot cheaper, let's say, you know, and then you end up coming up with something that works very well, that doesn't feel like it's too much of a compromise.
Exactly.
And that does the job. Yeah, just the most important thing also, it had to look good.
Yes.
Like for me, like, you know, my wife's quite into interior design, and the idea of having something taking space in our living room on our couch being ugly, you know, like most like nursing pillows are really ugly as well, right? So it was like, no, we need a removable cover that has to be washable, and it has to look beautiful, basically. And so that's where all the different designs come in.
No doubt. Shout out to Isildur's Bane. Lord, can you ask?
Isildur's
Bane. He said, Lord, can you ask if they will make more Halo pillows available? They're all sold out on the site.
Well, actually, yesterday we put a whole bunch on of more Halo pillows. They'll be arriving in end of December, by the 21st of December. So
nice. Yes. And in the meantime,
you can pre-order
while
them
you wait,
while you waiting, you get that ILP exclusive pillow right now, the code Lord 15, and get yourself one right now to pre-order while you wait.
Exactly.
Shout out to Miles.
So honestly, to this day, with all the designs we've done, like the ILP one is one of my favorites, because you guys, the logo you have is just so cool. Really,
love
like
it.
Thank you so much.
And the black and the gold just work so well together. I love it.
I like the white little bumps.
Yeah.
So premium. Like, I know this is Nadim right here.
you know this is his work. You know, you saw the picture. You was like, oh, this is Nadim right here.
He had to come out, and he was like, it's just missing something. So when you put little white bumps on it, really nice.
It's ridiculous.
Well, one of the choices we had was whether we do like a screen print, or you know, or like what kind of printing we do for the designs. And everyone was telling us not to do embroidery because it's like complicated and expensive.
Yeah.
But honestly, when you feel the difference between having an embroidery that involves like thousands of individual stitches versus like a screen print like you do on a t-shirt, it's night and day. You know, it's like a whole different tactile experience when you touch it. So that's why it's important to do that.
No doubt. Shout out to Miles Don't PA in the chat. Soft, can we break protocol? We also did get a crazy super chat.
Yeah, no, we did.
Be respectful, you know.
Of course. So yeah, you want me to read
that?
Yes,
please.
Okay, so we have actually just got a couple. I'll read them quickly. B. Lou, member for 15 months. Y'all keep killing it. King, get well soon. I'd like to hear thoughts on the continuous wait for Xbox exclusives. Xbox guy myself and personally getting tired. I hear you, brother.
I'm not. Listen, I'm good. I can wait. I got Vampire Survivor.
There you go.
And Tai Casares, $3 super chat. Saab was right. Vampire Survivor is a bad addiction. Yes, it's a good addiction. Good addiction. Flame, $5 super chat. Honestly, I think we can all blame the Xbox Series S for my audio problems. Couldn't be that I didn't check it before joining. No, sir. Have a great
salute to Flame.
Wavy Kosher, member for 2 months. Lord Bron, shout out to ILP and King Nation. Check out the Love Sack / Xbox pillow chair. I think it would go great with the Valari. Also comes with the Series S and 3 months of Game Pass.
Okay.
Then we got Corey Tidwell with the $100 super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Happy holidays, fellas. I really enjoy the podcast. Thank you, man.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really means a lot. No doubt, all caught up there. Yeah, man. No, I hear what you're saying on that balance and going for the highest end material, but at the same time, the right price point. At the same time, also you don't want to go too low because you don't want it to be like a boppy. And like you said, the key for me is like you said, the resistance coming back on it, because if you're resting your arms on this for an extended period of time, you need that support, and that's what it does. And I think it's pretty amazing in that regard. So you got this going on, you got this. So like now, where do you go now after Hillal, you guys have talked about it, you think you got something, now it's about, you know, partnerships, like what's the next step to get it out to that? Because I found you guys through, I think, the Kickstarter. I think
exactly. So I guess, you know, from our point of view, it was okay, so we have an idea, we think it's a good idea, we have a product, we like it, we had done at that point a couple of months of prototyping, and we had a product that we felt reasonably confident with. You know, we sent it, first thing we did is we made like 5 or 6 of them, and we sent them to all the guys in our OG Destiny group, basically. And we're like, guys, check it out, let us know what you think. The feedback was good, so people were liking it. We were like, okay, let's give this a go. So we were thinking about what is the best way to get this out in the market, to kind of test it without having to spend a lot of money. Right? Because we didn't want to invest too much money into it before we knew we had a product market fit, before we knew that it was not just, you know, a few of us that wanted this, and that there was actually a market for this. So that's when we thought of Kickstarter. So basically, for those people who don't know, Kickstarter allows you to, essentially what you're doing is pre-ordering a product that doesn't exist yet, right? So you're pre-ordering a product that doesn't exist. You're allowing the creators of that product to see that there's a market for it, essentially, and then go out and create the product. So that's what we did. We put it on Kickstarter. We had a very modest target of like $5,000. Our internal target, so Nadim and I wanted 20 to 30,000. That was like, okay, if we get 20 to 30,000 dollars, we feel like we have a product that we should pursue.
Right.
And we hit $100,000.
Oh, okay. Right.
So obviously we completely smashed our own target. And you know, the reaction was a lot more positive than we were expecting. We had a lot of people outside of gaming who were backing us. You know, people who were just wanting the pillow to use for iPad use, for mobile, you know, for sitting on their mobile. Funnily enough, a lot of people who were, a lot of women who wanted to use it for knitting.
Really?
It's something that never occurred to us. But if you think about it, when you're knitting, your hands are in the same position exactly as if you were holding a controller, right? So, or a mobile phone. So it's very similar. So again, like, we were like, okay, we have quite a broad market here, and quite a range in ages as well, from you know, people in their mid-20s all the way up to their mid to late 40s. So we were like, okay, we definitely have a product here. So, you know, great, we have a bit of money now that we can go out and start producing this thing. So we went out, we looked at manufacturers in a few different countries. We looked at China, we looked at India, we looked at a few different countries, and we ended up going with, well, first we thought China, but then with everything that was happening in China and the pandemic and them closing down, we were like, maybe China is a bit too risky. It's just, there's not a lot of certainty there. So we decided to go with Turkey for the Kickstarter production. We went out there, we commissioned a factory, and we got them to do the work for us. At the same time as all of this going on, we were approached by a company in Dubai. They're an esports. They're an esports company. They own a couple of esports teams. They own a couple of, well, they have a lot of influencers in the Middle East and Southeast Asia signed to them as well. They approached us, and they saw our project on Kickstarter, and they were very interested in making an investment in us to help us grow the brand. So at that time, it's still just Nadim and I, but at that time it was Nadim and I, and like a lot of work and, you know, not a lot of support in how to achieve our goals. You know, we realized through the Kickstarter that we had more than just a small business here. We had potentially quite a big business. You know, the gaming market is huge. And, you know, it goes beyond just gaming. So, you know, we always had the idea that we wanted to raise money, but initially it was like, we're going to try this ourselves first. And then once we prove it and we're selling and we're out there, then we'll raise money. But when these guys came to us, they came to us with a lot of backing. So they have
the bag was dropped. Let's go.
So they came to us with a lot of support they could give us, not just you know, from a financial point of view, they invested money, but also they have a lot of connections in the influencer space, so they can get us a lot of reach, a lot of good content. You know, they also because they own a lot of esports teams. Esports is another area that we definitely want to approach. And as a esports is blowing up right now, worldwide, but especially in the US, starting to grow a lot more. So esports is a big angle for us, and they're huge in esports. So it just felt like a really good deal for us to make. It took around, I don't know, what was it, Nads? Around 6 months?
Yeah, something like that. About 6 months, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
These things take time, but I mean, it was all's well that ends well.
Yeah, no, look, man, these are the stories that, you know, gamers need to hear. And again, just the steps when you do have an idea, the approach you take. And I love the mindset. You know what I'm saying? At first, it was like, okay, it's just us two. Let's see what we have here. Let's gauge interest, right? And then do it kind of slowly. And then when obviously partnership came, you sat down and made the one that you felt made perfect sense for you guys. And I love the entrepreneurial spirit of it. I think the question I have for you is for gamers who have not experienced Valari. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, Hillal. When I first saw it, I'm like, man, that's just Bobby. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Kind of thing. And then obviously trying the product, and I'm like, no, this is actually something special. So the question I have to you is like, for those who may be skeptical, on the fence, give me the pitch. Give me the sell.
Nadim, you want to go for it?
Okay, well, I mean, you don't know till you try it. You're gonna be more comfortable than you've ever been, and you're missing out until you do, basically. So, you don't have to buy it now. You'll buy it later when all your friends tell you need it.
And more than that, we're so confident that we have money back guarantee. So if you get it and you don't like it, you can return it. We'll take it back. No questions asked. And you get your money back. But we're that confident that once you try it, there's no way you're giving it back.
Yo, hold on. AKW is a fool. He said, I don't think you guys should be allowed to enter that market. You have a monopoly. We should get the CMA to look into the... AKW, that was definitely fire. Listen, man, it's an emerging market that there's no one in the space. And they found something that is really, people really taking to it right now.
Now what they do is they go, and anybody that wants to make competing pillows, you just buy them.
Exactly.
Buy them and shut them down, close them.
You ridiculous. I see what you do.
That's a true monopoly.
I see what you do.
No, honestly, no, it is something we've thought about, obviously, and it's something that, you know, if we keep selling well and hopefully continue
first
growing
in the
our
space,
sales, it's gonna happen, right? We're gonna have competitors, but I mean, that's going to be a compliment the day that happens, because it means we're doing something right.
Right.
So you got to try not to get upset about these things. You know, like it is life. If someone wants to come along, they need to try and make them nicer than ours, which I think they're going to struggle with.
You know,
because they don't have a Nadim.
They don't got that.
They're going to struggle with the fact that, all right, so when my hands is pressing down, I got some heavy hands, and I take it off, the pillow bounces right back. It doesn't lose form. So that was my thought process. I thought it was going to lose form over a period of time. I game with this pillow every day of the week. It hasn't lost form. Since I got it, it hasn't lost form.
Facts.
So I said, wow. So listening to you talk about how, you know, you use premium stuff and the first stuff that it was like beanbag stuff or whatever. It was a good choice in using the materials that you have inside. Now, the materials that you have outside, because my wife loves it, I can leave this pillow anywhere and she's not take that ugly thing out of here. No, it actually accentuates wherever it sits, right? Because it's like, it's a premium situation. So you made it pleasing to the wife. You made it comfortable to the individual. And I know this happens all the time. Once the wife or the kids get a chance to check it, there's repeat buys.
Yeah.
Because they have to purchase another one because the wife then stole the pillow.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, that's happened to a few of our friends when we sent them pillows. They were like, "Guys, I'd love to give you my feedback, but I haven't been able to try it because my wife took it."
She took it.
Yeah,
And so
the
we
wives
just
steal
sent
it,
them
and
second
also
ones, yeah.
pets seem to love this thing. So
Oh yeah.
Yes.
if you go to our website and you look at our reviews, almost every single one is with either a cat or a dog on the Valari. So it seems like you have to buy one for your pet too. I mean, I have 2 huskies, and my huskies got their own pillow because they would not leave ours alone.
I love it, man. Love to see the success. Love to see the growth, and of course, we'd be remiss if the round, but pretty much already knows. Obviously, we partnered with you guys, and we love supporting the product.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Well,
really awesome.
I mean, honestly, I couldn't have, because I've been listening to you guys for years, and for us, like, we were like, who should we send this pillow to? And I was like, well, I want to send it to the people I really like. I really value their opinion, because it was like, for us, it was like sending it to you guys. It was like, we didn't really expect or want anything out of it. It's just, let's just send it to the people in the space we really like and really listen to, and see if they like it, see if they get it.
Yeah.
So like when I messaged you, I think it was on Twitter, I messaged
you messaged me on Twitter,
and I was like, you know, this is what we're doing. Do you want one? And no strings attached. Just give it a go and let me know what you think.
Yep.
And when you answered, I was like, no way, Cog answered. Amazing. I was like, I remember I told Nadim, I was, Cognito answered, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No,
So,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was a really like exciting moment for us. And when you messaged us back and you were like, I love it. And we started talking about, okay, what can we do? Like, how can we make it more interesting? And then we you know, thought, okay, let's make you guys your own pillow, right? And let's not just make it for you guys, but let's actually put it into production and let your fans buy them. You know?
Yes.
So like, that's kind of like what it took it a bit further down the line, and like what we're doing now in our partnership is letting your fans, you know, get a taste of the ILP branding on a pillow, so they get the best of both worlds, you know, the Valari pillow and your amazing ILP branding. Because like Nadim said, I mean, we've come up with some cool designs, but I still think your design is like one of the best, and like really, really amazing design.
Truly humble.
So yeah, well done with that. Well done with that.
No, I appreciate it. Again, you know, I'm the same type of person. Like King knows, like we don't like to associate things that we don't utilize or you know, we don't believe in. And you know, just to see, I remember when I got it, I had my eureka moment. Like, no, they have something. This is special. This is a quality product. This is something that hardcore gamers will use. If they try it, all they have to do is just try it. And if they give it a shot, it's like you said, Hillal. It's to the point now when if I make the mistake and pick the controller back up and I don't have it, it's almost like a naked feeling. You almost feel like if something is missing, I need to get back to it. And then I'm in my support. My back is straight, arms are rested. And again, for myself personally, you know what I'm saying, older gamer, I do suffer from rheumatoid arthritis. You know what I mean? Any person with arthritic conditions, because being in these positions for a long time, even if you don't have arthritis or any type of condition, those are very painful and stressful on the joints. And the gamer lean. That's what we do. We lean forward. We're leaning into the screen. We're doing all these things that are just completely anti-posture. And the last thing I say people don't talk about is that, you know, a lot of these armrests and chairs, right, are very, very hard, very rough.
Well, they're out of alignment. A lot of armrests and chairs are out of alignment. So they raise your arms too high. So it puts stress on your joints.
Exactly.
Yeah. So and actually I used to get bruises on my forearms.
Yes, me.
On my forearms from sitting on gaming chairs for too long. And I remember once it got so bad I actually had to go to a physio for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got tennis elbow?
Yeah, exactly. It gave me a tennis elbow, basically.
Yeah. Absolutely. And again,
so now even when I sit in a proper gaming chair, I'll always have the pillow with me.
Well, I love the fact that it feels warm. All right, so a lot of times you keep your warmth inside, so you're sitting there, you're already cozy. You know, you put your juice to the side. Now, I know somebody's going to try to come and make one with a juice holder, and you're going to fail because the juice is going to spill all over the place. But this is definitely, you know, my go-to pillow.
Yeah, and for me, what I like too is, so often I'll let you talk. I can put my phone on it, so I can still game it. I'm like, okay, that's someone text me there. All right, cool. Like it's a multi. I got a whole bunch of things on it. Like it's kind of hilarious.
That for me is like getting that perfect comfort. Like I don't get that much time to game. When I do, like I'm on the couch, lean back all the way, got the Valari around the waist, I got the blanket over me. Like so I'm just like I have my drinks on the coffee table or whatever snacks I have or whatever. It is a moment for me. So I can't like again when we first got this product, I was like same as you, Kyle. I was like, oh man, it looks great, but I don't know if it's really gonna be the thing. And then once you have, you're like, because it is that thing of like as a gamer, you will always lean forward. You will always lean in intense moments in the game, no matter what. Like if you're playing Vampire Survivors, you're gonna want to lean forward at some point when things start getting crazy. You know, God of War, an intense fight, God of War, a fighting game or whatever. Yeah. So it is just that thing that as soon as my arms hit the pillow, it just okay, there's no need. Like there's no need. Just relax. You're still able to, game with the same intensity. It's just this natural inclination you have to be like closer to the screen or whatever. But again, as you get older, that closer to the screen does not do you any good.
And not for the eyes either. You know what I'm saying? So we break our protocol real quick. Shout out to Lord Galveston, no doubt, $10 super chat. Boy. He just ordered a second for Valari Pillow. Nice. One for me and one for my son. Great show as always. Now I just need an ILP Christmas ornament. Make sure to like it shit. I don't know about the ornament, brother, but I'm glad you got the Valari for you and little man. You know what I'm saying?
I game with him a lot. I game with him and his son a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, Fortnite. That's my Fortnite team.
Salute to Galveston.
Being that, Sinister has left me in a lurch.
Okay. No doubt. I think one of our members joined us in progress.
Yeah, he made I saw the text that he put.
Oh, okay. I didn't see. He came through the back door. Hopefully he's feeling okay. I hope he's okay.
I was heavily medicated.
I knew it. I was like, my boy is out.
As hell too, brother.
No doubt. I just went before Valari. We finish up with Valari. I did wanted you to give your opinion because I'm gonna be honest, Nadim. Like convincing Addict is a key thing to any product. Like Addict is the person that if you don't convince, I don't think the product's gonna take off. He represents the younger generation, and he's a very particular individual.
I'm gonna be real with you. I was definitely skeptical.
Most people are.
Let's go.
Cog was like, well, I really believe in their product. I'm like, look, man, you believe it, I believe in you. And what I say originally, I was going to give the pillow to my girlfriend because I was like, I'm probably not going to use it. Well, she don't own it; it's mine. So, like, what's funny is I use it for like what it was made for, and I also use it as like a separating divider when I'm sleeping with my girlfriend and her daughter because it's like they can't roll over on.
He's like, look, I'm sleeping on this side. You on that side. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. That's hilarious to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I use it for. I use it to
it's a defense
to show the bed. This is my side of the bed. Leave.
Well, you see the creative usage right now. Hello.
No doubt. Whatever you want to use it for, we're happy.
No doubt. Salute. We gotta get going, man. I know we got people up here long, but
real quick, what did you guys think of our when we did our first promos and we all had like we were like all using our Valari in different ways? Did you guys ever picture like somebody would do a promo like that, or even think about using the pillow in a different way than it was intended?
Yeah.
No, not really, but it was brilliant.
No doubt. So
it's great. I mean, that's the thing. When you put something out in the world, you have an idea for how you use it, what it's for, how you want it done, and then other people will do their own thing with it. And you're like, oh, that's cool. I didn't think of that. That works. So yeah, I'm not here to tell people what to do and not to do with their pillow. Once they buy it, it's up to them.
No doubt.
They can do whatever they want.
Salute, man. Love the product again. Absolute pleasure to have you in the room. We got to ask you a final question before we get you guys out of here. We know the time difference, but I got to ask from a gaming perspective, the question we ask all those in the room. I need your top 5 video games or franchises of all time. Let's start with Lord Hillal first. So he's a PC guy.
Oh wow.
So
okay.
Let's go.
Top 5 of all time.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
No
In in any order,
Any
or
order.
just a top 5?
Any
Okay,
order,
fine.
and it could be the single game or the franchise. You know, however
Oh,
you want to
right.
go with
Okay.
it.
Okay, that makes it a bit easier.
Yeah.
All right. So definitely franchises, Halo, Mass Effect. Those two are in there.
You strong.
Individual games, I would say Witcher 3 for me is one of the best games I've ever played. I absolutely love that game. I was so addicted to it. I just couldn't get enough of it. I want to say Cyberpunk because I had a similar feeling playing it, but just because of all the issues that it had, it took away from that. So I don't think I can quite put it in that top 10, top 5.
Okay.
I'll also put Knights of the Old Republic in there. As you see, these are mostly RPGs because
I see
for me,
why you like Xbox.
First
person in RPGs got it covered for you moving forward. Okay, continue. That's 4.
So how many are we on now?
4. One more.
4. Okay, and then my last one is going to be BioShock.
These are quality. I like where you at
that,
with it.
That game was like, again, when it came out, it was so different, but different and unique, and it kind of like had all those great RPG, like it had some RPG elements, but at the same time it was just a really fun game. So yeah, that was great.
Oh, that's awesome. Love
so that's my top 5.
Strong 5. Lord Nadeem, you are up. Hardcore gamers. Let's talk top 5.
I mean, it's hard to follow without repeating some of those.
Let's go.
So KOTOR I actually played only recently, a year ago, on my iPad, believe it or not. I missed it when it first came out. But even playing it like a year ago on the iPad with the touch screen, it's actually amazing with that. And that probably made it into one of my all-time top games. I loved it.
Absolutely.
But I think in terms of franchise, I'd have to say Destiny is up there for me.
My man.
I've played so many hours of my life. I've played that game more than any other game.
What's your favorite rate? Real quick. What's your favorite rate? I gotta ask this.
I mean, the first ones were the best, right? The Vault of Glass was the best.
My man.
And, you know, and they got like at the last, I missed 2 out of the last 3, I must admit, because we've stopped playing it because it's not the kind of game you can play on your own, right? At least not raiding.
Yeah.
And our group has just gotten so busy now with kids and everything that it just doesn't work like before.
Destiny.
Destiny, I think I'd have to put Skyrim in there. As something I sunk a lot of hours into. I really enjoyed the RPG elements of it.
Yes.
And then Red Alert for me, Command and Conquer, like that whole series, Generals, all of them, all the way up. Played all of those.
I like that.
And then I don't know if does Halo make it in there or not.
Oh, does it? Oh, it's on the fence.
I don't know. It's on the pin because like the first few were amazing, and then the last few weren't great, but then the last one was good. So I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe not. I think maybe I'd have to go Civilization instead.
RTS. Okay.
I really like Civilization.
Attic is approving of your choices.
Civilization isn't really technically an RTS. It's like a turn-based game.
Yeah, it's turn-based, but it's amazing. I mean, what's great about it is it's the best game that's been optimized for the iPad I've ever played. Like it's perfect on the iPad, better than anything else.
Lord Nadeem is very mobile.
Yeah.
And I do most of my gaming. Exactly, I do most of my gaming on my iPad because a lot of the time, like if it's during the day and you're working and you just got like you want to do something while you're waiting for a call or something like that and you've got a bit of time, you just flip between the apps, right? So you go from your emails, you flip in, Civilization's open. I can't like turn on my Xbox and play when I'm like working at the same time, you know what I mean?
Got you. Right.
So yeah,
X-Cloud's gonna be loving you. So that's 4.
Absolutely.
One more.
Yeah. Oh, is that 4? Oh,
No, that was 5.
Well, technically, he didn't put Halo on the
5.
list. I thought he put
No.
What did I miss?
The first one.
There was Destiny, Skyrim, Cyberpunk.
Oh no, he skipped
Red Alert.
Oh, okay, got it. Command and Conquer.
The first one.
Yeah, my fault.
I'll go. I'm sure I'm forgetting something I love, but SimCity, I guess, would have to go in there.
Classic.
From back
he
in
put
the day.
Knights of the Republic, and he said he was playing it on the.
As a standalone game, one of the best I've played. I think.
No doubt.
Definitely.
Final question.
I don't know if that's. Go on.
No, please do. I'm sorry.
No, sorry. I don't know if that's 5 or 6 or 4, but it's a lot of games.
No, you got a tremendous list, brother. I love the diversity in the lineup. And I gotta ask the final question for both of you, Lord Hillal. I think I know the answer to this, but I'm still gonna ask: favorite console of all time and why?
OG Xbox, because it got me back into gaming. So I had done a lot of gaming as a young teenager on PC, but then I kind of like lost my love for gaming a bit. Like the Sega Dreamcast, I played it a bit, but mostly just with friends. But I remember the OG Xbox, it brought me back to life when it comes to gaming. So, I mean, I think probably the 360 had the best game. When I think back on a generation of games, the 360 was like, that was it. I don't think there's been a generation like that in terms of all the great games. But my favorite console was the OG Xbox. Just the memories I have of the first Halo and like just playing it with all my friends and like nothing beats those memories. So yeah, I'd have to go with OG Xbox.
No, salute, very, very unique. I love it. Shout out to KSL, he definitely approves. He's like, I love this man. OG Xbox, FD. He's like to customize. Okay, I see you. Lord Nadeem, where do you sit? Favorite console of all time and why?
It's got to be the Mega Drive for me.
Yeah,
I think it was did you guys call it Genesis in the States? Right?
Yeah,
so that one for me, I think it was because it was like my most formative years of gaming were like, when I was like 10, 11, 12, 13, and it was just the games, there were just so many good games on it, and it was games like the first time that there were games that you could play with someone, like 2-player.
Yes.
Sitting next to you and a kind of age where I was like wanting to do that kind of competitive gaming, like, NBA Jam with your best friend, like on a couch. Like, there's no beating that. And there were just so many good games like that to play.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it always hold a special place in my heart, the Mega Drive.
No, bro, I'm glad you said that because I'm a huge, for us in the States, Genesis, that was my heart. That was when I saw the jump, right? And I saw the graphical fidelity, and then, like you said, such a plethora of game, the co-op, the couch gaming, the second controller with the friends, even the pack-in at the time was Altered Beast, which actually you had 2-player stuff. I remember the Golden Axes, the Streets of Rage, the list goes on.
Golden Axe was so good.
Oh, so good, so good. Tremendous, man. Love
my joint was Castlevania Bloodlines.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Classic. No doubt. And absolute pleasure to have the Lords of the Valari in the realm. Tell the 5 people where they could find you, what you got going on, and about this amazing product before you head out.
So all our socials are just the Valari. So at the Valari, you can find us on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, although our TikTok is severely lacking. We need to work on our TikTok game.
Soon find us on TikTok.
Yeah. Soon we're gonna work better on our TikTok game. But yeah, that's us. The website, thevalari.com. We have a great Black Friday sale on at the moment. So you get 20% off for if you order 2 pillows and free shipping in the US. So yeah, that's the Valari. It's been an honor being here. The first of many podcasts, we hope. This is our first podcast. So it's an honor for it to be with the Lords, the best podcast. So
thank you.
Really happy to have been here, guys. And thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you so much, guys.
I was not gonna miss today.
Yeah, Nadim, I really appreciate it. And I just love the fact, let's be honest, King. Like sometimes, you get problems. You can tell like the people are not gamers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like I love when it's our brethren. You know what I'm saying? When it's who come from the culture that truly play these games, and it was really humbling to hear. You guys said that you listened to us for a long time, and like I said, looking to do great things together. And I'm again super supportive of the product, huge fans. We're gonna watch your journey, continue to chart, and make sure, like I said, if you're interested, you hear anything, go follow the socials. We put the information out there. Go check them out. And again, if you're looking for that exclusive,
those deals right now. Remember,
now.
Also, you buy. It's not a problem if you don't like it. Send it right back. 20% off.
And then also, real quickly, Hillal Nadeem, because the Lords, we have a lot of EU Lords. Lords,
Yes.
a lot of they ask and they say, man,
Yeah,
when's it
I
coming?
know.
When it coming
They're
to Ireland?
DMing.
When's
They're
it coming?
DMing.
They're like ready. They
emailing.
ready.
I have to
They're
respond to
ready.
one more.
And it's coming. It's coming. Don't
Okay.
worry. We are well aware of our UK and our EU customers who really want their pillows.
Yes.
We are actually probably in early January gonna open up shipping from the US because a few people have asked us, even though it's expensive, they want to be able to get it. You know, we don't stock right now in the UK and EU, but if you want to order one and you don't want to wait till we do stock, so we're planning on stocking probably around the beginning of Q2 next year. So, you know, end of spring, beginning of summer, we expect to have stock in the UK and EU.
No doubt.
So if you wait till then, you know, shipping will be either free or a very small amount.
Nice.
But for those of you who don't want to wait, like we had a customer from Germany yesterday who was like, I don't want to wait. I'll pay the $40 or whatever it is. Just get it to me now.
Get it down. Let's get that Valari
if there
down.
are others like that, let us know. We'll get you a pillow.
No doubt. No doubt. We put the information on the website. Go check that out for our international lords who just can't wait. They just, you know, they need the pillow now. An absolute pleasure, brothers. Thank you so much.
Great.
Enjoy
Thank you,
your day.
guys.
Respect the time difference. And again, we will be talking. We'll be seeing you guys at a couple of functions in real life.
For sure.
Oh yes,
I can't
for
wait.
sure.
Looking
We'll
forward to
definitely
that,
meet
yeah.
up at the next PAX.
Oh yeah, PAX East is going down. It's going down.
Have ourselves a nice fat steak and some wine.
Oh, yeah, for
Nice.
sure. Oh, for sure. You know, we're going to be talking some Sega stories, and I definitely got to talk some gaming with you a lot, too, as well. Looking forward to it, brothers. Enjoy your day. Have a good one.
Cool.
Again, the
Thanks,
Valari.com. Salute,
Thank
brothers.
you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry for missing a lot of the show.
Cheers,
man.
gents.
I feel horrible.
Nah, you
man.
good, brother. You good. You good. No doubt. Sav, you want to get the super chat before you head out?
Yes, sir. So we didn't have too many. We got the one that you read from Galveston, the $10 super chat, no doubt. And then before then, we just got not Jack, $2 super chat. But what about Sony's pillows?
Sony got pillows.
They got fellas.
It's not an Xbox pillow. Stop playing.
Not exclusive.
It's exclusive. Yeah, so I'm heading out.
All
My
right.
apologies. I got a little bit of a respite because Lady Sa was not ready yet. So she is now.
A few minutes. Okay, brother. So
Blessings,
enjoy.
brother.
Please feel good. Try
Love
to get some
y'all.
rest. I love you, bro. Please.
No
feel
doubt.
better.
I'll see you guys next
All right, man.
week.
No doubt, no doubt. We're gonna keep it pushing. No doubt. We got the super chats. Let me get the poll popping while we do that. Last week's poll results are in, and the people have spoken. With Phil Spencer's latest interview stating the importance of Microsoft's overall gaming business, which of these do you think is most important to Xbox's long-term success? The winner of our four-way ILP poll with 48% of the vote and over 1,500 votes. This is a very engaged poll. Tallied up was the Messy Lords. I don't care. All that sound nice, but y'all better have my AAA bangers group. Coming in at second place with 28% of the vote was Develop the Xbox Mobile Storefront Group. In third place with 14% of the vote was PC Game Pass Growth Group. And in last place at 9% of the vote was the most powerful console hardware group. Lord Attic, The Realm agrees with you. They don't want to hear nothing about strategies. Where these baggers at? He's been unmuted.
Sorry, I'm trying not to cough in the mic.
No, you good.
You know, I think that's just where everyone is. Like, you know, I give Microsoft the benefit of the doubt because I do feel like they're in a better place than they were last generation. But until you actually see the results of their fruit, then it's just like I ain't trying to hear no more updates. I ain't trying to hear no anything like that. It's like I want to see why you ain't had a game of the year up there for the past couple years. Like until you show me that results, like at this point, it's just like, you know, I can't hear another year of this is the best year of gaming. I gotta see.
No doubt. Shout out to Calantis. Lords, welcome to the realm. No doubt. And of course, my man coming through the side entrance, through the VIP lounge, because he already got that ILP intro. He already got the real treatment. So now he can come through like the mob kitchen in the back. You know what I'm saying? It's family. You know what I'm saying? K Asante, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Oh, this is great to be on. What's going on, gentlemen? It is good to be on a Sunday. This is awesome to be here. Thank you so much for the invite. This is awesome.
Good to have you, brother. Good for holding us down. You already know.
Great show yesterday, by the way.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm a lurker. I lurk.
No doubt.
Oh, we appreciate your lurking, sir. We appreciate. Maybe one day we'll have you coming officially. Up in there, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
In official capacity.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
I got to make my rounds too. You know?
I was sick as a dog, but I was like, I'm lurking though.
No doubt. Let me get a couple switch up before we get to the next big one. Hargeet. Oh, actually, Kalata, welcome to the brands. But then Hargeet Shadim, my man, $5 super chat. Gotham Knights Code, y'all. Oh, he's blessing the realm right now. He got that Gotham Knights Code. He's got that.
That was one I would have stole,
bro. Yeah, you know what's funny? Hargeet, man, I would have needed that.
Yeah,
you got to go to the realm. You got to go to the realm. You got to go to the realm. Salute. He got that new Tales of the Borderlands. Salute, brother. Thank you so much. The way you always give back to the community. Like, truly, we don't give you your flowers, man. You really always support this community. Much love. And, of course, Pragmatic Eagle with the $10 super chat. ILP is unrivaled in game talk, in interviews, guests, gaming events, live content, merch, review, etc. ILP is the top of the top. Love y'all. One continued success.
Man.
So
Blessings.
say we all. Here.
Thank you, but it really means a lot. You know, to see y'all up in here, regardless, man, it really means a lot to us. Thank you so much. And we gonna get into some topics, some stuff going on. King, I'm gonna set you up, man, because
thank you, bro.
This is you, man. This is big. It's a big one. We got some things to read. Microsoft in the news again, and the ever-born saga that is the Activision Blizzard King, man. So it appears that Microsoft says it offered Sony a 10-year deal to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation per VideoGameChronicle.com. Xbox told the New York Times that it had offered a 10-year deal to Sony on November 11th. Sony has since declined to comment on this claim. Microsoft has now accused Sony of misleading regulators, stating that Sony has overstated the importance of Call of Duty to its viability. PlayStation boss Jim Ryan has since responded, stating that it's not true that Sony has misled regulators. Microsoft is a tech giant with a long history of dominating industries, and it is highly likely that the choices gamers have today will disappear if the deal goes ahead. Then we had the political news bombshell that dropped later that week. The FTCs look likely to file an antitrust lawsuit to block Microsoft's $69 billion takeover of video game giant Activision Blizzard, makers of the hit games Call of Duty and Candy Crush, according to 3 people with knowledge of the matter. King, you had jumped on this topic the minute it was
quickly and easily.
Yeah,
I got up in there.
You got up in there, man.
I said, hey, now.
What you said?
I saw your messages you sent me.
Oh man,
I saw it on the 7th, and I left you on red. And then you went out there and you started talking to the people. I thought that was about not snitching.
Not snitching.
You ratted me out, man.
What we doing?
The 11th, and I said, you know what? I need to come out and talk. It's inadequate. It's absolutely inadequate.
Why is 10 years inadequate for you, Lord?
Because they know after that 10 years I'm dead.
Why are you dead? Why can't you survive after 10 years of Call of Duty?
Buck up on me.
Oh,
don't you buck up on me. There's absolutely no way in hell I'm gonna go for no 10 years. I want it for life.
You want it in perpetuity, Buck?
But let me tell you something. I don't even want it. What I just want to do is block them. I just want to stop them.
You just want to stop?
I'm bucking up all over them.
Buck, I will say you're doing a fantastic job because you actually might cancel this thing.
Yeah, I'm get the FTC to just put a non-compete clause up in there.
So wait, hold on, Buck. Like your whole goal is no matter what the cost, that you have to have Call of Duty forever.
No, I don't want Call of. I don't want any. I want this deal stopped.
Why? Why do you need to
be in its perpetuity? I do not want this deal to go through in any shape, form, or fashion. Do you understand what this means
Buck,
to me?
can you explain to me, Buck, why this deal needs to be stopped? Is there any particular reason, or what's going on?
I won't be able to market that bad boy as mine. I won't be able to fool and bamboozle the crowd.
I hear a lot of the crowd, Buck, say, just go out and make your own. Why don't you just do that?
Did you see what happened to Battlefield?
You put that was you that put the Battlefield business
you
out.
think I'm going to put SOCOM out there to get slaughtered? I don't care how bad y'all say y'all want it. Y'all don't buy games. You're not enough.
So are you implying that there is nothing that Sony can make that anyone can do can compete with Call of Duty, and thus you must block this deal?
No, I don't want the deal to go through at all. Okay. I want them to fall to the floor and look around and say, we got to scramble. You see, you say you're a squabble, well then go squabble. You bucked up on me. And I told you, I put my money in the right places.
You got your money with the EU and it's certain regulators.
Yeah, FTC.
Just out of curiosity,
FTC. Hey, FTC, you know me.
I'm assuming, Buck, you're on like Plan D. What's the last plan you got going to try to stop this deal?
Well, it ain't gonna go through. You see it. You look at it. You know it. They're talking about concessions. I don't want no concessions.
So there's no concession.
I don't want anything. I want it dead. I want it DOA.
Is that the only concession you want? Is done?
Yes.
Oh man, not like this.
I don't want this deal to go through at all in any shape, form, or fashion. And then I want us to go right back to where we're gonna be. Call of Duty right over here, baby.
So Call of Duty on PlayStation is this important to you that you are willing to just blow this whole thing up as
it's
long
not
as
the Call of Duty, man.
What is it about?
See, what you fail to realize, these dudes is opening up a whole mobile store. And they're gonna go get Kane. And they're going to go slaughter us. I don't need that in my life. So this is the last generation for us. Not one time.
I got a question for Buck. Okay, let's say the deal gets canceled. Aren't you scared that maybe you have damaged your relationship with
you're throwing so many people under the bus.
We got a contract. They got to follow the lines of the contract. Keep letting us use your service.
But Buck, you said yourself there's nothing that anybody else can do, and you just signed Bungie, and you have all these great studios. Nothing anyone else can do can match the sheer magnitude.
Bungie hasn't made nothing like that. That's why I would let them go for the streets. Bungie for the streets.
Oh, she for the street. Okay, I got you. I see what we do.
Yeah, no. But again, I would like y'all to know, no matter what deal they put across that table, I'm gonna say no.
Shout out to you for blocking and put your money where it need to go. No doubt. Well, you've heard it here from Buck. His intentions are clear. Sony brass that it's all about blocking the deal, and no matter what the cost. We got two amazing guests for us again. Let's shout out to the awesome, the Ashen Luca on camera debut.
I don't know how I made it through that. I don't know how I made it through that without coughing and dying.
Nah, you good, bro. I appreciate that Buck came through for us. But sis, how you doing?
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, turn yourself up a little bit. Turn yourself up just a little bit.
Man, I don't know how Zoom works.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Now you sound
all right. Hi. Hi.
What's going on?
What's going on?
You know, we talking that talk. There's games going on, deals getting blocked and stuff like that. Where do you sit on all this of a potential, Call of Duty? The statement that it was potentially offered for 10 years, and maybe that Sony declined to comment. So potentially maybe that they did not agree to that, concession, so to speak.
Listen, we all know that Jim Ryan, one of my favorite liars in this industry. Of course, they wouldn't be
King love that.
It makes sense. Like, after everything that's come out with Jim even coming through the complaint about it in the first place, I'm not really surprised. Like, at the end of the day, they want Call of Duty on PlayStation forever. Like, there's no deals to be made. They're like, no. When people think of Call of Duty, they think of PlayStation, at least at this point after the PS4 generation, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not really surprised, honestly speaking. And their little nasty little XP booster over there, you know what I'm saying? I was like, hello? Because I just started playing COD. I'm on the box, obviously, right? And I'm just like looking through what they get over on PlayStation. I'm just like, God. Okay. All right. I mean, listen.
Wait, hold on. Like Luca, are you implying that they have exclusive practices?
Yes. It's not. There's no implication. I'm saying it flat out. Okay. Like the audacity, the nerve. We just want to protect the consumer. They want to protect their consumers specifically. Which, I mean, I get it. Big business. I understand. But what about everybody else, huh? What about everyone else. Like, I just listen. At the
Wait
end
a
of the
second,
day,
Luca. You think they care about their consumers?
no, I think
Okay,
it's
thank
more
you.
of a.
They care about taking money
Come
from
on,
their
like, please.
consumers.
Like, thank you. It's about this an air, this front. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like everything that's come out of their mouths, I'm just like, man, that does not make any sense. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Especially like things like this. I'm over here getting the Callisto Protocol, you know, and then I see that they have like, I think they have like an exclusive skin or something over there.
Yeah,
they do
I think it's death animations, right? Okay, I think
So
I'm here.
listen,
They're always doing something over there.
I don't know.
They got an exclusive mission in Harry Potter. Like,
Yeah.
it's like I said, that
it's
they're
nasty.
signing these deals and scheduling these appointments to talk about we don't want exclusivity at the same time. Like they're bashing Microsoft on Twitter with one hand, and the other hand they signing deals, getting exclusive content their own platform. Like,
I'll let Luca finish before I get K in here. So pretty much your thought process is you feel kind of hypocritical what they do.
I mean, I absolutely think it's hypocritical. I'm not really surprised though. It is like, I don't think much of big business in general. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it is what it is. I would be interested to see if they would. I just can't imagine that Microsoft would start the process on this deal in the first place if they didn't think it was going to go through. You know, if they didn't have their lawyers set up like, okay, we know that there's going to be some nonsense there, but like, what's the likelihood of success for this? Oh, okay, we got it. All right, bet. You know, so
I don't think they thought this level of snitching was going to be a prevalent.
I actually have to agree. I don't think that Microsoft probably expected like this public outcry by multiple parties. Like, you know, it's a possibility they did, but you know, it's just like it's kind of crazy. I've never seen a company like belittle themselves so much just to try to cancel a deal. Like,
They don't care to save face. They don't care for nothing. Please don't take it from us, please. Oh God, please. I loved it. This is great.
I would say that they considered all possibilities.
Yeah.
You know,
you're right.
I don't think that this, considering how much money it is, I don't think they would have been like, yeah, there's just no possibility that people are going to have an issue with this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think they considered all that stuff right before they started putting it in the works.
I feel you. Lord K. Asante pulling up. What's your thoughts on it, man? There's a lot that's developed, right? The ongoing saga. Like, what's your thoughts on the 10-year deal potentially, you know, not agreed to that Microsoft says they offered on November 11th, as well as the political article saying about potential deal blocking likely.
So I agree, but by and large with everybody on here, I actually think it's pretty interesting and pretty hilarious. If you obviously those of us who pay attention to the balls and strikes, you know, we see, you know, as Luca has said, you see it and you see the hypocrisy and all of this. What I think is funny, and shout out to my international viewers, I'm sure there's many of you out there during World Cup season. I think this analogy will be apt. If you're if you see the man down the field and let's say Ronaldo's down the field there, and he grabs a leg. He grabs a knee and he falls down and he's being dramatic. It's part of the game, baby. You don't know, right? But it's not up to him to determine whether or not that is the narrative that moves forward. It's up to the referees to actually have eyes that are open and stay open and go, yeah, get off your butt and keep moving, right? If he doesn't do that and he gives you the foul, you hate on him, but still, that's just the nature of the game. So to me, you know, Jim is out here being Jim Ryan. You know, at this point, not only has he grabbed a knee, they got crutches going. They're doing the whole thing, right? That's what they're doing here. You know, is it hilarious? Obviously, we see that it's hilarious. They literally documented everything they've been doing to the others for 30 years and said, please don't let them do that to us. Hilarious. You know, we see that. But if they get away with it, the question shouldn't be, oh, lion, snitch, and dance moves Ryan. It should be, where did the eyes go with the referees? Like, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. You know, to me, it's interesting that they're able to weaponize these regulatory bodies seemingly, because and Everborn always tells me to always preface my statement with seemingly.
Seemingly, I was about that. Nordcast, are you implying that the CMA is parroting some of?
It's not seemingly if they got PlayStations to say my PlayStation. It's not seemingly if you said, you know, I want to preserve my PlayStation.
You see mortality in your future.
Are you both implying that the CMA is influenced or are parroting the exact concerns of Sony?
Well, so far where we are going down the line, and let's be fair, right? Because if you do some viewing through the CMA's Twitter feed, there is a history of they're getting hot, oh, it's gonna be crazy, oh, nothing to see here, all is well, move forward. Like they've done that on a few occasions, right? So we are on that trajectory. We just don't know where we will land. So we will crystallize our thoughts once we get that final statement. But it's seeming like it's heading in certain directions, which seems very interesting to me because obviously anyone who pays a cursory glance at the situation, you pay attention for just a little bit, you see the hypocrisy left and right as it's being spilled onto the streets here all over the place, right? Now to the question, quickly to the question of did Microsoft expect all of this? Oh, I suspect they expected all of this, especially that last 10-year thing. It was like, well, we gave them a deal. No, we gave them 5 years. Oh, and every line, right, at every step, as soon as he does it, you got Jim coming out here going, nah, man, that ain't right. That's just unacceptable, right? Then you got a little further, and there's more dashing of the statements, and then they drop that 10 years on the statement on the table, right? And there's just nothing. It's quiet. Right. Because at this point, if you really think about it, they have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So if they take that 10 years immediately, okay, the problem's solved because they were the only ones complaining, clearly. Right? If they say it's unacceptable, that means then everyone can look at you and go, 10 years, bro? Really? Right? So they can wait right now until the dust settles and see where all the chips fall because it seems like it's heading in their direction. And right at that last minute, when they think they ain't got much else to go, they go, well, that 10 years, we didn't really say much about that, right? They can take it later, right? So to me, it's very strategic on both sides of the house. And Microsoft is like, oh, COD is your issue? Yeah, pay attention to COD. They had 10 years on the docket from day one. Keep paying it. Oh, King got nothing to do with that. No, you know what I'm saying? Like they both have very strategic aims here. And at the end of the day, I'm sure PlayStation will go feeling fat cat saying, hey, we got 10 years out of them. And then Microsoft will go, yeah, we had them 10 years on the docket from day one and they took it. And that's how it'll slide, I suspect.
I like the thought process. I want to push back. I want to challenge all of you.
Yes.
And I know where you go if I say, and I love the logic is sound. The logic is very sound. What I want to push back is, what do you say to maybe the potential mindset of like what King was saying, like how Buck was here talking about want to block it at all costs. That 10 years is not the end game. The end game is the status quo.
Absolutely block it completely.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I agree with that because I don't think they came in with that power. But after all the tea has been spilled and all the conversations
we see in the tea all in the street.
Right? We see that at first it was, let's see how much blood we can draw. Now it's, we have the whole game to win. So 10 years? What is 10 years? But they didn't come out. What makes me think that is the chicken that they're playing with their competitor. They didn't come out outright like they've done before and go, 10 years? Get out of here with that.
Right.
They were mum's the word.
Right.
So at the end, if 10 years is all we can get, I guess that's good, right? But as of right now, the wind is at our back. The CMA is speaking using our words. Let's see how far we can go with this thing before we, concede to 10 years. That's what it seems like to me.
Okay, now I hear where you're going, Lord Addict, man. 10 years on the table, potentially not enough. Declining comment, Politico putting out statements likely to get blocked. What do you think?
Jim Ryan needs a raise.
Oh, he out here, he moving in these streets.
That dude is like walking with the machine, keep throwing wrenches.
Sabotage.
And he's trying to throw the biggest wrench, but he's like it's a little heavy. Woo. So, it is what it is. I do think the deal probably most likely is still going to go through. But I would be very interested if the moves of one company dethrows $1 billion deal like this. It would be kind of crazy.
Dude, all we gonna have to respect, Luke, all we gonna have to respect Jim Ryan's head if the blocking go down.
Listen, at the end of the day, as long as he gets the job done, I guess. But the crying thing about I don't know. I'm not
You
gonna
not
respect
feeling
that.
it? Why you
No.
not feeling it?
Absolutely not.
Break
He
them.
could come through with a little bit more dignity, but I guess, you know, when you have that kind of money, you're just flies out the window. I'm not sure, you know what I'm saying? So.
But look, ain't no morals in this. It's business. He trying to get the stakeholders. We got to shut it down. We need this money. 30%. What's up? She like, I ain't feeling that.
I mean, would
think-
I be like, wow, that's impressive that you were able to get it, like you were part of the factor? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean anything. I'm just gonna be looking at him like, well, Jim crying, lying, Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, man.
Don't forget the dance moves. Come on, I like that
Oh,
dance
I
move.
mean, it's like, and when you're playing Halo and they spawn the rocket launcher in the middle of the screen, and you like, oh, we got to get that rocket launcher because you know once you get that rocket launcher, it's obliteration. It's like, don't get that rocket launcher.
It's very true.
I am very interested if Microsoft has had conversations on what happens if it gets blocked.
Right.
Like,
that's the question.
Do
Yeah,
they
we buy
reinvest that
everything.
money? Like, or you know, maybe they cool down on the buying stuff because that's a lot of money they lost from buying that, trying to buy that. I'm curious on what their mindset is on the contingency plans because, you know, I'm not going to say that, but it's. I feel like from a Sony fanboy, what I've been hearing,
what you hearing?
You don't want that deal not to go.
Wait. Are you implying that Sony don't want that smoke with Microsoft? That they better chill? They better calm? Or they pushing too far? Are we implying?
It's one of those things where I'm pretty sure there's already contingency plans, and it's like, obviously when it comes to acquisitions and stuff, none of them are in stone, but there's going to be money thrown around.
But check this out. Addict shot face 23 BKNY $20 super chat. He said Xbox Call of Duty is irrelevant. Also, Xbox our games ain't as good as PlayStation. So that's what he's saying.
Yeah, Call of Duty sells more than all those combined though. So like,
Yeah, and that deal don't go through. This is exactly what's gonna happen.
Hard Geek Shadi, member for 17 months. What is going on? Why am I here saying okay?
That deal don't go through. Sega get purchased, Square get purchased.
So wait, hold on. So are you implying, King, it's a scorched earth philosophy? If the deal get blocked, don't let them block it because they're gonna go crazy?
You stop this wedding. You stop this wedding. You stand up and said, I got objections, you know, to this wedding. She was mine first. All that crap that you want to say. You stop this wedding. See what they're gonna do because it's the large cash that is bringing the eyes. See, nobody cared when you brought Bungie for 3-point-something billion, right? Nobody cared, right? They was like, oh yeah, let that happen. That's chump change. $70 billion. People looked over like, I ain't know they had that much bread to spread like that. What's up? So they won't look at it, right?
They're pocket watching at that point.
They pocket watching like crazy.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, that 70 billion turns into a bunch of little 3 billions all over the place, and that's when you single-handedly, you know how you cut off your nose to spite your face? My mama always told me that. Okay. Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. That dude gave you a good deal. He told you for as long as you're around. Now, you ain't going to be the CEO of that company that much longer anyway. So why are you worrying about it? But I understand. You want to make sure your golden parachute is good for later.
30% just for having Call of Duty exist on the platform.
It's over. It's over. This deal don't go through, it's going to be over. It goes through, it's going to be over.
I am
get at it.
I am kind of curious if it doesn't go through. Does out of spite, the moment that Call of Duty deal is over, they just proactively offer the marketing to Microsoft, like because obviously I do think there is a point of money contingency on that, but it's just like if the board truly wants that deal to go through, and everyone on Activision and Blizzard and King wants that deal to go through, do you hand the marketing to the people who's cost you $83 billion in the next deal?
I got another question to follow up to y'all. I like where you're going. You're gonna like the poll today. So my question to you, Addict, is, and let's just say Sony pushes it, and they're in the regulator's ear, and the regulator says, okay, look. But you get one concession. And if we get this one concession, Microsoft will get what they want and you'll get what you want. Let's say Sony's concession is, okay, you got to not only have it on Game Pass, it got to be your PlayStation Plus, or or it can't be in Game Pass. Then we cool with the deal. You take it out of Game Pass, King, you can have.
Who are you to tell me what to do with my $70 billion? Nobody cared what you did with Bungie. Who the hell are you to tell me what to do with my food once I buy it? If I choose not to give it to you, I don't choose to give it to you. But I brought a bag of potato chips and I choose not to share. You ain't getting none.
But you bought Walmart. You put the whole Walmart.
Yo, I'm just so sick and tired of these dudes begging and crying. He gave you 10 years, man. Hold that 10 years and go away. That's all. It's just, it gets to the point right now. And then you got these stupid dudes in my DMs and all over Twitter. See, King, this is what we do, King. You snitch. That's all you do. And
It would be so much more epic if we could see his face.
You got me. You snitch. You repping a snitch. And that's all you want to do. So if this deal don't go through, you're going to champion a snitch. So go out there and get a 6ix9ine tattoo on your face, because that's what you repping.
Not the
right?
6ix9ine, King. Come
You about to go play Gummo and go stick hit him with the sticky eye. Leave him sticky eye. That's you. So don't act like you don't like snitching, and then you're gonna sit here and rep these dudes. But don't take snitching when it's convenient. You're a convenient snitch.
But they said they're harming gamers. Gamers.
There ain't nobody harming gamers. You know who's harming gamers? You see that piss poor PlayStation Plus that's over there? That's harming gamers. That's harming gamers. Not putting your first party titles inside your system. That's harming gamers. Paying $70 for a game. That's harming gamers. Raising prices on your console. That's harming gamers. So don't sit over here talking about, oh, we for the people. You are not. You are for the people that's in that board, but you're not the people that's outside buying consoles. And I want to know, when are you idiots gonna wake up?
Talk to him. Okay. So it's a country club kind of
King was like,
he got unsick for that boy.
Man, King was like,
You triggered my.
Yeah, he triggered the check card. He triggered the check card. Listen, man. I mean,
I'm sorry,
Asante.
everybody.
No, I love it. We love the passion, brother. We love it. I know you sick, and the fact that you still here, I'm just happy that you're here. Asante. So like the concession part, like they like, yo, we'll let it go through, but you can't have it in that Game Pass. What's the word? What's the verdict?
Yeah. See, so I don't know. So okay. So myself and as you know, myself and Mr. Everborn Saga, we go back and forth with this pretty frequently. Yes, pretty frequently we go back and forth on it, and I have been always on this, and he agrees with me, which you know that's a rarity.
That's a rarity.
You know, it is what it is. By and large, they are here to build a platform. Yes. They've been kowtowing to platforms for a while now. They kowtow to iOS, they hate that. They kowtow to Android, they hate that. They've had their own platforms that they've had to let go of because they struck when the iron's hot. And in some circles, they say when you strike when it's too early, it's the same thing as being wrong, right? So they have to now deal with others and their platforms. This is the closest they've come to having their own established platform. And as such, through hook or crook, through billions of dollars spent, they're going to solidify this as a platform, right? But in order for them to be able to continue and solidify that as a full-fledged platform that others will have to come to, they have to be able to stay dynamic. And I suspect, I could be wrong, but I suspect telling them where to place or not to place their catalog, that would be a bridge too far. Hence, they started throwing out concessions before anybody actually officially said something, right? So instead, that's why they kept going, well, we don't need concessions. That's why the CEO is coming out and saying that.
Right.
All the while they say, hey, we'll offer it for 2 years, 3 years after. Oh, we'll offer 5 years after. Oh, heck, let's throw it down. We'll offer 10 years. Has anyone actually asked for actual concessions to be written? No, they're just throwing it out there to negate any kind of argument you can come out with right now. So if after all that you go, nah, fam, you're not putting it in Game Pass, that's when them lawyers will come out. I
suspect. So there we go to court. You know, see you in court.
That's when them killers come out. and you know the
is that what the CMA want? Do the CMA want that smoke?
See, now that's the thing, right? And I've been talking about it with other folks as well. And I find it super interesting. In the States, you know, Everborn, I see he's out there in the Twitter sphere, in the chat sphere. There, he suspects that the political article was a strategic drop just to kind of show, hey, we mean business. But around here, you know, you got your verbal ninjas, we got ours. Let's see where we go, right?
Okay.
I don't see that in the CMA's world, right? You can go and complain on process, but after that, you know, they make their determination. You kind of SOL, as it were. Right. I have not seen any more, you know, options available there. So this whole thing is super interesting to me. But I do suspect that You know, hey, we're telling you where to put your 70 Billy. Yeah, that may be a bridge too far. That's when the ninjas start coming out. That's when the cognitos start coming out and start having conversations.
You gotta have talks. You gotta talk about it. I'll keep it brief. I mean, this was very interesting this week, just to see how this stuff play out. You know, when you hear about the 10 years, you know, Microsoft to me has been trying to be as transparent as possible with their intention to say, look, we're not gonna pull this away from you. We gonna Minecraft this, right? You don't gotta worry. You know, it's good, right? And to me, the declining of comment to the 10 years is specifically significant, because that to me says they are not taking that deal. And when they're not taking 10 years, then my mind starts to go, okay, this is scorched earth. This is, I'm going to take a bet. I may have some influence in the region, because I've always said it. Cog's always been on record to say everyone was clowning Jim Ryan. I know, Lady Luca, everybody was clowning, and I get it. He's a funny individual to follow. I will admit, he's absolutely hilarious. But I've always told people this is the same man who's elevated in the Sony building because of the EU influence and making them a dominant force. This is a man that was able to shift their kind of traditions from Japan over to the EU and say, this is the moneymaker. And let's be honest, his ascension is kind of warranted based on how they dominated last generation in that region. So to me, this is a man that has pull in the building and pull in the region, right? When we hear certain entities using expressions about my console, and it do look spooky, but moving on. At the end of the day, the thing I will say is that I do respect his hand that way. And this is a businessman. This is a money man. This is about his job is to the stakeholders, hook or crook. Whatever we doing, it's got to be in our best interest. And to have Call of Duty on your platform and you got this tremendous revenue just flowing into PlayStation just for it existing, you ain't got to do no legwork. You got the marketing right. People, let's be real, right? Look at Asante, like, we're hardcore gamers, all of us. But the casual, when you add the marketing rights, the casuals associate that as almost like an exclusive, right? Because you see the PlayStation logo on the bottom, Call of Duty, and then like Luca eloquently put out, they've been known. Have this map, have this content, have this. I mean, Luca, we come from the Destiny days. We know.
Yeah, we know how bad it is, man. We know how bad it is.
You ain't getting that Hawk Moon. You ain't getting the maps. Oh, but Destiny 2 come out? Okay, now you can have
Bills die every day, B.
I feel that. So they've been known to play this game with that. So that's the hypocrisy part. I have to give y'all that. That is literally their entire business model is set
I
on
love his dance moves. I love
you gotta respect it though.
Billie Jean it, how he's able to put a little bit of James Brown on it.
King, you know what's gangster?
You gotta respect the hustle.
You gotta respect it, because clearly, no disrespect, that region isn't as versed in game. The fact that we hear Phil got to go over there and bring a Switch, a PlayStation, an Xbox, and show them how the dynamics of the games.
PlayStation that's PlayStation's region,
right?
So if you're on their home turf, of course you're going to get the most opposition on their home turf, right? So we expected this to happen, but what we didn't expect, and let's keep it a buck.
Let's go.
We didn't expect this dude to lose all dignity when it came to the situation, like really, like, and I'm just saying it to say this. I know that's like kind of rough and harsh.
Go. That's your thoughts.
But the moment you say, because he told you guys, y'all weren't enough, right?
There's nothing we could do that could make Call of Duty. Nothing we could do.
So he's a forever pessimist, right? Because we just brought Bungie. They can't make anything.
They can't do nothing.
We just brought this other studio. They can't do anything. We have these IP.
They snitched all over you. Yeah, go for it. That was kind of funny. That was kind of funny.
So I didn't expect this.
Yeah.
Right, I really didn't expect this, but again, like y'all said, he doesn't play video games, so he doesn't care about his standing in the gaming community at all.
But you know what, King? Though? King, may I interject just for a moment and say, why are you surprised why were you not expecting this? In every instance, right? In the PR game, it seems that Microsoft is always trying to be the mea culpa to the point where it got annoying, right?
Yeah.
But they have enjoyed, Sony has, and Jim specifically, has enjoyed that aggressive posture at all points. Even when it's out and out raw and everybody feels grimy about it, they go, yeah, we did it for our gamers. Right. They enjoy being dirty and having everyone see that they're being dirty. And it's just like, yeah, well, we won, so deal with it. That's what they do. So it's and I always say this to everyone. Both Microsoft and Sony keep training their consumers to expect certain things.
You said grooming them?
Oh man,
indoctrination. I call
man.
it.
They've been groomed,
but on both sides,
heavy petting
right?
over here.
Right.
Like on both sides. Look at the Tomb Raider example.
Yeah.
They took a two-year exclusive, and it was scorched earth everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Sony doesn't. It's part and parcel.
That's how we do.
Exactly. So
Like
when this whole thing,
little dog that couldn't.
so when this whole thing started popping off, my surprise is that everybody else is surprised that they are so dirty. It's what they do. They've always done that. And every time they do it, their fans go, yup, they standing behind us.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the interesting part, and again, this is for the CMA to decide, is, the obviously the influence that they're putting out there, and, is this illegal? Is this something that needs to be blocked? Or is it a situation we're going to block it for the intent of the concessions and what the concessions are? I think that's really what it comes down to. Again, it's clearly scorched earth policy. I will say this, though. I still think, as much as the political article came out and said likely, I think the fact that we were in phase 2 already knew that this is going to go into intense scrutiny, and this is going to go much longer. Because I remember a lot of people were popping bottles after they went through Brazil and was like, yo, just a couple more left. We might get, you know what I'm saying, Diablo Cold Modern Warfare going to be in Game Pass come the holiday. And I was like, relax, fam. I think this is going to be a much longer process, right? Because at the end of the day, there's still all these regulated bodies that have to be appeased and have to make, and then we got to talk about the political climate, right? That, they're coming after big tech, right? They're going to make sure. And I will say this, I do think the part, I don't agree with the other stuff. It's very hypocritical to me, but the part about the cloud being an emergent market and them having Azure is something I understand you got to look through. It's a new market that no one's in the space, and obviously we have Valari. We joke about them, being the first, gaming pillow in the space. We go ahead and CMA look at you. But at the end of the day, it is interesting that they may have to see, okay, because they have this infrastructure and if they have this service, could it get out ahead? I do understand that. I'm not going to be, hypocritical there. So I understand the extra eye. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I still think that this is par for the course, deeper investigation, see what happens. Microsoft, like Asante said, is going to have to present, and they probably were prepared for this moment, you know what I'm saying, on some level. But I do agree with King on this. I understand that the game is the game, and it's dirty out here, but I have to admit, I am surprised at the level of intensity and the level of, Nintendo, they're trying to make us Nintendo. That don't mean anything. And PlayStation Plus, and we like the things that they're saying is very pointed to an audience that may not be as educated in the space. And if you have influence, I am concerned that you can lean things a certain way. So we'll see. We'll see how this thing goes. But it's fun times for the regulators. Get a couple super chats unless anybody else got anything else before we move on. Shout out to Hockey Janice, 17 months. I'm gonna need some help with these chats because they flying in. I ain't got some. PS just detailed how their own business practices are anti-consumer and anti-competitive. I expect regulators around the world to put the pieces together. PlayStation should watch out. Fines coming. I mean, he does got a good point about how they throwing a lot of people under the bus, and these are the same people they have relationships with, but that's neither here nor there. Max Arthy, £5 super chat. PlayStation for the players, if we have access to Call of Duty. Messy. Carl Andrews Jr., $2 super chat. Sony acquired Bungie and nobody said a word. Oh, the Joker quote. Okay. Slow-mo backslap member for 29 months and Scumcast member. Who's that tiny person in the corner? Oh!
Here we go. Here we go, man. God.
Get him, sis. Get him.
It's always something. If you came on the show and all we saw were your busted ankles, then then we would know that it's slow-mo. Okay, hi. What's up, bro? What's good?
Hey, yo.
Yo, she came for him. She came for him. Shout out to Slow-Mo. Forza Legend, $5 super chat. Activision said they will go to war for Xbox if it is necessary. The way I see it, Jim Ryan is digging himself a grave.
They want to get married. You ain't going to stop this wedding. All right, because last time I checked, Microsoft said they was going to give them $97 on the shares, and these shares dropped down to 78. And Microsoft said, "Don't worry about that. We got that big check, boo boo. We got you. Come on through."
I can't. Sorry, did you see the Activision comment? I believe the woman, I forgot her name now.
Yeah. That she was talking about she's ready to fight if need be.
Yeah.
She's been out there being a little spicy with her words left and right. People just haven't been paying attention until now. They look around and all of a sudden they're going, "Hey, she's ready to fight." It makes sense, right? You know, it's all business, and we know ultimately it is all business. But it is very interesting the thought process of, you know, the scorched earth and how it will leave things. You know, in that thought process of, okay, so you're successful at killing the deal. Not only will Jim Ryan be on the Mount Rushmore of snitches and CEOs that need to be you know, thought of.
You did
Thought
not.
of, you know, the scroll. I mean, come on now. That would be a monumental
Frank
achievement.
Lucas, 6ix9ine, Nicky Barnes.
No, you didn't say this man gonna be on the Mount Rushmore of snitching.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's an achievement to be known for sure. I mean,
I gotta put time on Kansas. This is complete. Man.
No,
I can't. You hanging around King too much.
All jokes aside, after that though, how is your relationship with this company that you've been working with for so many years, right? And to the point of like the 30%, I think it's even beyond the 30%, right? It is a status symbol that they will lose, right? You know, by and large, they become reference designs. It's usually PlayStation first, and then everyone else. You know, when that huge monster moves, and when it moves, it'll move permanently. Right. It's not one of those, oh, you lost the deal this time. No, it's done. Right? Exactly, right? So I think that's why they're in that mode.
What you said, Addict? Catch me outside. How about that?
I can't. Moving on. Your baby father with the $5 super chat. 10 years is longer than most marriages last these days. Sony better stop playing games before Microsoft goes scorch earth, King.
Burn them down. Buy them and shut the doors.
And you think the CMA will let that happen?
Hell no. But they don't care. Hostile takeover. Send a couple of people in to buy some stuff, then sell the stocks over to you. Then you go in there, move out, and then take them out. I can tell you how to do it. Get it done.
We got a 36-month chat from Stitch.
Thank you.
If the deal gets blocked, this is the time. I want Microsoft to be extra petty and invest that money to lock COD up for the next 10 years and get every other game and that makes money for dying Sony. It'd be crazy if a corporation does let that pettiness go on and they like hostile take over like Square Enix or something. That would be great.
Yo, Addict, it's not pettiness. You costing them bread. Like you're really costing these dudes money. Like the board and everybody working there is about to get a bump up and go to a better working condition. So you're on the outside saying, we like how you work. We like the messiness that's going on over there. We like how is inequality and all this other stuff that's going on over there. And we don't want you to be able to pay mortgage. We want you to stay exactly how you are, giving us money, and that's it. And I think the bigger problem is that because you get people that's vindictive and evil, and they say, "Oh, he stopped this from happening." On God,
we gotta see this
$2 super chat from Sir X-Man. If deal falls, they buy Embracer, non-traded company. $5 super chat from Everborn Saga. If we end up getting Sega as a result of the ABK getting blocked, worth it. Hashtag the Book of Everborn. Hashtag pre-Naga.
Shout out to the Book of Everborn.
2 super chat from Jim Rat Bastard Ryan.
Wow.
King, stop calling PS Plus or I'll tell my mommy. Wow. Okay. That was kind of weird. Then we got a $5 super chat from Clutch Man 01. Sony is like that one person out of the crowd who objects to a wedding because they won't everything that they won't it's
he spelled it wrong.
They want everything that the wife is going to enjoy for their whole life.
Wow. Anyway, and then we got Ranka. Looks like Ranka 23 files, which FTC gets obliterated if this goes to court. No real legal basis for challenge. Sir X-Man $2 super chat. Correction. Embrace your group is a traded company. Okay. C WU $2 super chat. Jim is only using 0.00001% of his snitch power. Wow. He's not even in his final form. We're not at the final form? Okay. No doubt. Hold on. I got a shout out to my man. Look, Post Up keep hitting me up. The merger agreement says that the big three has to be approved for it to go through US, UK, UA. Other governing bodies are cool, but not that important. Okay. Some news, I guess, must be breaking. Shout out to Fun Circulation. Slow-mo, $2 super chat. That was low, Luca. Like your height. Get your mans. He's out of pocket right now.
He said what he had to say.
No doubt. Called Weeb, I believe. $5 super chat. They're lucky they're dealing with Phil and not Peter Moore. Peter Moore was ruthless. His buddy hats were insane. Peter Moore was in his bag crazy. But I think that they doing it. Phil's doing the right thing, though. I think actually his approach is probably better in this situation. Diplomatic. You know what you got. Handled it the right way. Plus, they got eyes on them to defense as well.
I don't think we get to where we was at if there's Peter Moore. There's different hands for different jobs.
I respect that.
Yeah, Peter Moore got the 360 to the greatest era ever, and made them superiorly, relevant in that category. So,
no doubt. Cool. We got to move on. I want to respect Lady Luca's time. If she's got one more topic, or she's got to go, I just want to respect her time before we move on. How you doing, sis?
I'm good for now. Go
Okay,
ahead.
cool. No doubt. So we gonna get into it. Attic, you brought this to the table about the 2023 games, man. Anticipation, things we looking for, things you hyped for. Where you at?
You can set it up because I only got I got a battery on my voice.
Nah, you good. Keep it simple. This was a fun one. 2023 is approaching, and we could approach it any way we want. We're gonna do kind of like our top 5 or top 3 most anticipated games coming into next year as the year is closing up now. Let's start with my sis, Lady Luca. Like, what you hyped for next year? What's some of them titles that you most anticipated?
So I'm looking forward to Starfield. Obviously, I can't wait for that. I am a fan of Bethesda. Put like 200 hours in Fallout 4. I played through Skyrim. I'm looking forward to Starfield. I like the little that we've seen so far. I'm like, okay, this looks like peak Bethesda. I'm good with it. Like, I'm good with going into it because of that. So looking forward to that. And then I am a huge fan of Dead Space. So I'm looking forward to that remake. I've wanted a Dead Space remake for years now. Like, don't get me wrong, I think the Dead Space franchise still holds up to this day. Like, I can go back. I actually went back a few years ago and I played through the games again, and I had a blast doing so. So they're great, but just seeing what they've done with those visuals, I can't wait, man. Yeah. I can't wait for that.
Looking fire. No doubt. Strong. I love it. Quick question before I pass on. Let's just say I'm gonna talk to my Starfield peep because I know you was gang with Starfield, so we on the same side here. I want to ask you, what would you feel if there's no performance mode on Starfield?
I'm getting it on PC.
She's like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's your problem.
What? Performance mode? I don't know what that is.
Oh, you don't know what that is? Okay.
That was a flex. I'm getting it on PC. Yeah.
Ooh, okay, sis. All right. She's like, look, those are problems I do not understand.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
If Starfield's not there, I will play that.
Wait, no.
Any game that comes out and doesn't have a performance mode, I'm getting the game on PC.
Wait, hold on. I gotta come for my man. This is my brother from another mother, but he is frauding right now, and I gotta come for him.
I'm not frauding. I said I don't support 30 frame games on console. It's not 30 frames on PC.
And we going to PC now? That's what we doing.
Yeah, I have no problem going to PC if it's for a game I'm passionate about. But Plague was not one of those games.
Oh, so it's rules to this. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm learning a lot of things today. Okay. They're gonna go over the PC.
I'm just restating stuff I've said. Surprised.
This man said, I'm gonna shot slow-mo being messy. PC Master Ray, they going in. Okay.
I mean, Cog, what about you? What are you gonna do if it doesn't have a performance mode?
I don't wanna talk about it. Look, I've been on record for betraying Xbox with the Destiny days. I was very angry when the Series X did not. I mean, not Series. Excuse me. The Xbox One X did not have a performance mode. I'm not a tech. I felt that it could have been pushed. Even though they gave me 45
Blame
frames.
Sony.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you do the parody clause? Okay, I see what you do. I see what you do. You know what I'm saying? Back then, they had the
flag on the port.
So, you know.
Flag on the port.
Sis, I know we was in the clan. I know y'all was.
This day down. Addict just used a proper reference when it came to sports. God bless.
God bless. Yeah, we moving out here. But yo, I know, sis, you was mad at me.
I was mad at you. I was like, okay, so when are we gonna play? And you're just like,
all right, so
PC, Luca, PC. I was just like,
Don Otaku coming at me in the comments said, Addict capping. He's playing Pokemon at 15 frames. That's because there's no other option to play this game. There will be options to play Starfield. I don't have to play that on console. You don't think I would have played if there was if Mario Spark whatever that game was called, if that was on PC, I would have played that on PC. If Pokemon was on PC, I would have played that on PC. But there ain't no other option, so I gotta play that.
Listen,
sure about no other options.
The beauty of Xbox is I have the option to play the game where I choose. So we'll see what happens, but hopefully.
Yeah, I mean,
somebody showing that Steam Deck. You see,
there are some options.
Does Fallout 4 have a performance mode now that they push?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it'll probably come with a performance mode then. I wouldn't be too concerned.
We shall see.
Part of me agrees because I feel like they've gotten a lot of. I mean, we just saw the Gotham Knights stuff, so it's just like I feel like if you didn't look at that whole scenario and not feel like your game needs performance mode, you're not paying attention to the ground.
I don't think it's about looking like what if they're just doing so much. They see this thing is taking off ships and colonies and Bethesda and dialogue choices. That's open world, bro. There's a lot of CPU usage sounding.
That's also an Xbox Series X game. That's not.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So there's no reason. There's no reason.
Good point. No Xbox. We'll see what happens, but that's where I'm at. Shout out, Everport. I got it.
And how much you want to bet that's the reason it was delayed, to make sure it can get because originally it was supposed to come out for last gen, but it was when it was delayed, they announced it was coming out only for next gen, well, current gen at this point. So, maybe that was one of the reasons that, they wanted to make sure that the Bethesda skipped Starfield. It ran smooth. We all have hopes and dreams.
Yeah,
so,
one can only hope.
You need more time to get your frames up. I'm all for it.
Yeah, they did the same thing with Fallout 4. They were like, it's just going to be on next gen consoles when it came out. So
good hope there, no doubt. Asante, my man's. Give me maybe a couple of highly anticipated 2023 games that you're looking for.
So my first anticipated 2023 game was my most anticipated 2022 game and my most anticipated 2021 game.
Oh damn!
I have watched this game at least. I've had at least 1 hour of footage floating around YouTube for at least since 2019, I think. And that is Atomic Heart, ladies and gentlemen. Atomic Heart, which will have a terrible storyline, I'm sure. But there's so many ideas on display. I just cannot wait to see its execution. It's been ridiculous and weird and crazy for years.
Nice.
And it's still planning on coming in 2023. I'm excited, and I'm hoping that this is the time when it actually shows up.
Great
choice. You see their influences on display. They're very unabashed in their Bioshockness. You even see the Half-Life influences. There's Portal influences. They're all right there on the screen. I say it is Kojima's weird Russian cousin that made this game, and it looks like it, and it looks absolutely glorious. Story will be completely madness, I'm sure. I'm looking forward to that. So that is the one that I've been keeping an eye on for some years now.
Great choice.
I love that thing. I've been watching and loving that game since before it was even announced on Xbox's stage as coming to Game Pass. It blew my mind that it even, because it looked from jump that it was going to be a AAA game that they would put a lot of effort into. So the fact that Microsoft was able to secure that into Game Pass was very surprising to me. So I'm very excited to see how the execution of that is. And as I'm also an indie fan, I must also say I'm excited for Silksong.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it has been on the list for quite some time. As I find myself liking things that I didn't think I would, the Vampire Survivors has taken over my life in certain instances, things like that. So, the smaller team, the little effort, as Lord Sovereign was putting it, it is game. Like it is game. Like the quintessential. It is you start from 0 to 100 in 30 minutes, and you're always satisfied at the end. It's pretty awesome. So games like that always speak to me. I find it was a travesty that Cult of the Lamb was not recognized as it should, because I think that was one of those. You know, that was one of those things. And I gotta say it, I'm on the boat. I'm on the boat with y'all. I am a huge anticipated of Starfield.
Okay.
Because
God
I'm
Howard outside.
Oh yeah.
God Howard.
Let's go.
The God, he's outside. Yes. I'm both
the
a
only
fan.
person I've ever heard refer to him as God Howard in a while.
Oh no,
I stole it from
Pong
ActivisionBlizzard.
Soul, man. Pong Soul. Like he's out there. The God. God bless his name.
You know when that brown leather jacket come on stage is on, it's on site.
You know,
it's over.
Todd is always looking good. That's all I got to say about that.
Are you in sis? Is he on the radar? What we doing?
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
2 years
Shout out
ago
to
with
him.
Phil Spencer, you betrayed Phil. What's going on?
You said, well, hello,
We're all
Todd.
under the same umbrella. What do you mean?
Oh,
together.
okay. You got
go,
more
there you go.
selection now.
There you go.
Get sis an executive.
So, to me, it's like Skyrim mixed with No Man's Sky, and both are games I really enjoy. To this day, I think No Man's Sky started where it started, and it is a triumph of epic proportions. You know, you play it in VR, it'll change your life. That thing is amazing. It's great. You know, and just the game alone. And if you're telling me you give me a game with that much depth, and then I get out of my spaceship and I'm in Skyrim in space, oh yeah, I'm there. So those are, you know, those will keep me occupied for a good amount of 2023, and then, you know, the next Vampire Survivor or Tunic or Death's Door or whatever else pops in there that you didn't know was surprising. That's what I'm looking forward to right now.
Love the choices, no doubt. Lord Addict, the picky one. What are you looking forward to? So it's the highly anticipated games for 2023.
I think Starfield's definitely up there. I'm curious if Hellblade ends up making that.
Oh, you stole mine. I was gonna say
that year.
Yeah, not a question.
I'm not really anticipating it, but I know that's like a huge game for a lot of people. I would say Resident Evil 4 is really high up there with me too. The remake of Resident Evil 4. It's crazy. Next year, so many remakes are coming out.
Yeah, that's your favorite Resident Evil too.
So I think the next 6 months is going to be very good. Callisto Protocol, it comes out next month, but it's like the next 6 months.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna. I'm seeing a little bit of things about it that I'm not really like. I might not be there day one now, because apparently it's like really like it's like a melee game. Apparently, like there's a lot more focus on melee combat than I originally anticipated. And I don't know how I feel about that yet.
I'm day one for that, but yeah.
But it's not, because I wouldn't say this year was bad. I felt like this year was a decent, good year for games, but I do feel like it felt like some things were missing. Like it just, you maybe besides God of War and Elden Ring.
Wait a second, you ain't get full off of that banger that they just sent you? You already empty stomached? Oh, buddy.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do the Ragnarok like that.
I did beat it though, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm playing Vampire Survivor. My bad, I couldn't get off the good addictive game to get over to that DLC, but I'm gonna get to that DLC.
We can't compare.
I'm sorry. Ragnarok is amazing.
Yeah, it's the amazing same thing.
Regardless, more of some good steak is some good steak.
But I'm one of those people, if I keep getting that steak over and over again, I just lose taste for that restaurant.
So you mean to tell me you only eat steak twice? One other experience like this?
True.
Oh,
you just gonna eat it twice? That's all. The second time you're done.
Shots.
You talk about God of War? Every game is a third person over the shoulder shooter. Every game every game is a single player, third person over the shoulder shooter. And every game is the same exact. When are you going
to they are the same. They all get 90s and above.
Yeah, because they brainwash the crowd to keep liking the same thing.
Why they brainwash the crowd?
They groom the hell out of them. They're like, yo, take this. That's the best PlayStation 4 game out.
I can't with him. I rest.
Oh
yeah, we gotta leave him alone. We gotta leave him. Doing too much.
The court
today.
rests their case.
We leave him alone today. Those are anecdotes.
I don't got the energy to argue.
He said, I got the energy for him today. Don't you buck up on him. Anyway, moving on. King, what is your most anticipated games of 2023. I'm very curious about it.
Hey guys, y'all see that buck up right there?
Yeah, we see the buck.
That's in our Teespring store right
Yeah,
now.
go get that.
shirt. Go do that.
Go do that. Yeah,
Go cop that.
Right
Shout out
now.
to my man Graphic God.
Yeah, shout out to Paul.
Me and him went in the lab and we came back with this joint. It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's hilarious. It's like it's so you.
Hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Anything Game Pass. So I'm not gonna sit there and say start everything.
So Game Pass as a game is the most.
Game Pass is the platform.
As a service is the most anticipated.
Game Pass is the platform because everything I want is showing up there anyway. So what you want me to say? Starfield is showing up there. You want me to say what's Hellblade showing up there? All their games are showing up there anyway. That's the first party, so that's a no-brainer. My biggest question is what these guys got, because it's gonna be a bone dry next year. Hopefully, Spider-Man hit them streets, but how are you gonna keep holding on to November? Like, hold on to November. See you in November, baby. In November, we're going to have a banger for you, and it's going to take you through the... No, they finished their games in 2-3 days, and they sitting there empty like attic, like, oh, man, what's next? It's just, if Spider-Man hit next year for them, my PlayStation can turn on. God bless.
Use my PlayStation every day to watch TV. So, you know.
Oh, no, I don't do that. It's inferior.
Okay.
It's inadequate. It's inadequate.
It's inadequate. Oh, man, here we go.
The output is inadequate.
Yeah,
my TV looks at them like, stop that. Turn that guy off. And he's so loud, too. He a loud family member that comes over. Shut up, man. So damn loud.
Messy, yo.
I only want to hear him later sometimes. Anyway, so hopefully Spider-Man shows up and I get a chance to turn on my PlayStation. But everything that comes out for Game Pass, everything
that comes out. No
everything.
One particular title.
Everything. I mean, I want to play Starfield. I want to play everything. You know, Game Pass is a cornucopia of different new titles that I don't know what's going to be fantastic. Right? So it's not like I have to worry about buying these games, because I would have never bought Vampire Saviors. I would have never brought it, right? I would have saw it out of like, whatever. And it's in Game Pass. I hit my download. It popped up. Let me jump inside and see. If it's whack, I'll uninstall it very quickly. It's nothing that I have to, worry about. So, and if it's dope, then it's dope. So there's a lot of games in there. I still got to play Pentiment. I still got to play all these games. So my Game Pass is really rocking. So.
No, I feel you.
Sucking robots.
No doubt. We got the buck up on them right now. Put the link in there. Make sure you go get that. Don't you buck up on them. Right.
Remember, send pictures.
Yeah, make sure you get that when you're up in there. Yeah, for me, it's pretty simple. Kind of with this Starfield, man. That's speaking to me. Like that's I've been waiting for a long time. You talking sci-fi, you talking a little, Elder Scrolls, you're talking maybe a little bit of No Man's Sky, you talk about a little bit of Mass Effect with a crew, you know what I'm saying? You're talking spaceship, you're talking the Great Frontier, the factions, God tier dialogue choices and choice. Very ambitious title. And I like to see Bethesda outside doing something other than Elder Scrolls and Fallout to see what that looks like. And next gen only kind of excites me. Give them the time they need. I will be interested to see when it releases. It's because me and King have a big debate on that. He's not feeling it if it doesn't come in those the first 12 months.
I think it's
June?
coming in those first 12 months.
That joint better get out here before June, or is it going to be a problem out here?
King wants to see that build. He wants to he wants the build to be shown.
You said from this time to this time, this is what we can look forward to. Don't you buck up on me.
Don't you buck up on me. Phil, don't you buck up on him. He want that game, and he tired of waiting. He done heard.
I listen to everything you say without question. Show up. Show up.
Okay, fair enough. And if that is the case, then to me, that would leave the holiday open. And if the holiday's open, that's why I go attic side. What's up with Hellblade? Where you at? Where you at, Senator? Who whispering in the corner? Are you ready? Are you ready yet? We'll see. You know what I'm saying? That would be a monster year if they could pull that off. I don't know if it's happening, but we'll see what happens there. Low-key, if the Game Pass deal gets done, fine. I mean, the ActivisionBlizzard thing gets done fine, but low-key, even if Diablo 4, I'm a Diablo guy. So
yeah, me too.
Diablo 4 looks fire to me.
Well, where's that at?
If the deal goes through, it'll be in Game Pass.
They ain't putting that game out without that deal going through.
We'll see. Yeah,
they say sit on it. That game done good, nice. And
it's done until the deal goes.
Not happening.
Rod is on the phone. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Mike. Okay. So we see what's going on there. And then the other thing, I don't know if it's a 2023 game. But the fact they just announced it, I gotta see where my Tekken is at. What's going on with that Tekken 8?
That's in Game Pass?
No, no one announced nothing about no Game Pass. It's a multi-plat so far. It's coming to Xbox though. So yeah, Tekken, I gotta see what's going on. And then my little in the corner Asante indie type joint is I'm a huge Suikoden fan. So the creator of Suikoden that makes Ayunin Chronicle, that the 108 stars. I grew up with that for the PlayStation. That's my joint. So he's the making the spiritual successor to it. I've been following it. That's in Game Pass actually, and huge. You remember Suikoden King? Remember?
Yeah, of course.
108 stars, 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that Iron and Crime. So those are mine right there. But that's what I got. Let's get these super chats and move on. Unless anybody got anything else. Regulator 951 $5 super chat. Apparently, PlayStation fanboys don't care about the devs, knowing that they don't want the Activision devs to work in better conditions. So do they care? Okay, all right.
No, they don't.
Everborn Saga, $5 super chat. What's that 10-year deal? Sony might have COD longer than they have Bungie. Hashtag Book of X. Okay. Oh, Everborn.
You know, it's funny because of Bungie's like past, he's not really 100% wrong.
He may be on to something.
Yeah, once they start going down, they might leave.
Yo, well, we know the Bungie though. Yeah, Bungie will be out.
Bungie got the VI. Bungie got the VIP escape ship that's on the side. You know, the one that they should have had on the Titanic. And they got that whole thing to themselves. They go on there with one person, they can fit 40, and they just leave.
they always got a contingency plan. Let's just say, like, Bungie is the king. And I will say this: I don't want to feed it too much, Attic and Luca, because we Destiny fan. But the word on the street is, since a certain acquisition, the quality. I don't know if y'all buying into that. It's too early to buy into that foolishness. Because people coming at me like, "Cog, what's up? I thought you said the bag was dropped, and how come there's bugs all over the place?" And I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
I think people are just fatigued with the seasonal content model. It's kind of like new season, new activity with variations there. It's either 3-player, 4-player, or a 6-player. I don't know about the 4-player. It's either 3-player or 6-player activities, you know, and people are just getting sick of like doing that. And I think oh dear, I don't even remember the last time I finished a season pass naturally for Destiny 2. I actually took a break and I went and I played other games this year.
You see how productive you are when you play other games?
You know, it's been pretty productive. I did like 15 games this year. So in comparison to like the Nun in the last few years, because I was a Destiny addict.
Nothing. No achievements, no nothing.
Yeah.
But you got sick and tired of doing the same thing over and over again, right? You moved on, right?
Yeah. So it's just, I think people are just tired of the seasonal model, but I do think that a lot of people are going to come back for Lightfall, because I'll be back for Lightfall and I'll be in that campaign.
We're waiting for that.
What it is, I think all three of y'all are at this point, Addict, Luca, you know, King. I think y'all expansion people. You need the big, meaty content, huge stuff to do, true transitional stuff, as opposed to the seasonal model. Maybe that's just wearing on you.
Nah, my thing is, I get on every day and it's college.
I feel you. You got to do your homework. You got to do your paper. You got to
the same mission over and over again. And then there's no guarantee in this mission. Oh, if you do this, you're gonna get this. No, it's luck of the draw. And listen, I got other stuff to play. Like Lucas said,
I feel that.
Last time we played was probably together.
Oh, damn.
It's been quite some time.
That's serious.
Like,
see y'all Lightfall.
Well, I mean, the thing of it is, that wasn't me though. Like I used to just play Destiny. Like I would play the rinky dink expansions, you know what I'm saying? I would get through all of them. I'd get to 100 plus, you know. But it's just fatigue. I'm just tired. I'm just tired of Destiny right now.
Yeah, you need a break. You need a break from that. Respect.
You know.
No,
it's just when it comes to me and Destiny, I'm excited for this new expansion because it's going to actually introduce a new area. I just tired of fighting the same people. That's where I'm at. Like I want new ads.
Get them ads up.
Tired doing the same trolls.
Yo, don't do that. Moving on.
Stop.
Messy. Lord Metroid 2 also chat. Zelda Street Fighter 6 Silk Song for him. That's his 2023 Zelda Street Fighter 6 strong Silk Song.
Oh yeah. Zelda. I get a chance to turn my Switch on. Hello.
Here we go. And then we got
frames per second. We outside though.
Sir X-Man $2 super chat. The one thing that makes Starfield perfect is co-op. That's a big ass.
Something different.
That's different.
They do that over here.
Call Weed, $5 super chat. They all do follow the same template. God of War climbing and animations look just like Horizon Forbidden West. They make good games, but they really need some variety.
They need to put co-op in it. Couldn't it be great if somebody could be Atreus and not just watch you? Wouldn't it be fantastic if somebody can control something in Horizon? Wouldn't it be fantastic if they weren't held back by the last generation? Wouldn't it be great if they was actually great? Wouldn't it be great if you washed your eyes and realized it's been over a long time ago?
Oh my Lord. Here
I do. I'm not agreeing with King on the co-op thing. I'm definitely not there. But I do feel like God of War showed, because I seen as good as God of War was, Ragnarok was an amazing game. I am seeing the fatigue a little bit on that Sony template. So, you know, I think they can get away with it for a couple games, but I do see it. You know, some people are starting to, you know, say, you know, we don't want drastic change. We do want you to change it up a little bit, because there was someone that made a video that was comparing all the past like 5 years of Sony games, and it's like they all had like a person that tagged along with you.
Speak. You see my sis, Erica
making what did she call? She said the Sony
formula.
help or something like
that.
Yeah,
I said, sis, you sure? I DM'd. I said, sis, you sure you want that in the street? You want this level of smoke? You sure? She's like, I'm for it. I was like, I'm gonna tell the truth how I feel. I said, all right, I respect you. I was just trying to save your timeline from what's about to happen.
No, don't save her timeline. It's entertaining.
I was good. I gotta salute Erica. Lady Erica's gotta get on it. I haven't talked to her in a minute too. No doubt. Shout out to the man without fear member for 10 months. Great show this week, Lords. Always good to see my man K Asante on the panel. King, feel better soon, brother. No doubt.
Thank you so much.
I think we are caught up. Nope, missed one. Oh man, I wish Saul was here to say it, because he said it funny. Mandingo McDickens. $10 super chat. To be clear, Sony is aware that there will be a number of people that will lose their job if this deal doesn't happen. What makes Sony believe that Activision will deal with them if the deal is nixed? Ooh,
that's
Activision
exactly what I was
deal
saying.
with them, but
they don't care.
Okay,
they're still gonna. If the deal doesn't go through, it's not like they're gonna pull it off of PlayStation. Like they're still gonna sell it on PlayStation. I'm just curious if they'll be willing to work with them on exclusivities and stuff, because it's like especially like the people making the decisions. It's like, yo, you cost me a huge paycheck,
and the human element of people in those bad conditions, right? That were hoping, because of the scandals and everything that's going on in the room, you know, in the building.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah, so there's a human element to this, and I do agree.
It sounds like
it
sounds like basically what the by the nature of the way they're handling the relationship in the situation, Sony is inadvertently turning Activision Blizzard into Square but for Xbox. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk with them. The bag is the bag, but you know the blood may be a little bad at this point.
What if
where you'll start seeing some exclusives?
What if the deal don't go through, right?
Okay.
And the deal comes up with them for Call of Duty. And they said, "Nah, we just gonna give it to Microsoft."
I don't think.
We just gonna give it to them. We just gonna go over there. They're gonna drop the bag, and you're not gonna get it. Remember that stuff that you said? Remember what you said? God bless. But we was doing good. God bless. Get up out of my office, B. God bless.
You gonna leave all that money on the table?
You know, it'd be funny if
Nintendo. They was gonna put it on Nintendo anyway. They sell better.
It'd be funny if they get like scenarios where like timed exclusive content and stuff, or just full-blown exclusive content for Xbox when it comes to like DLC and stuff.
And then
Sony hears about it when it goes on Twitter, like when it actually announced, and they call them like, what happens? Like, what happened to that money I was supposed to get?
Messy. Look, let's see what happens. That's awesome. Chat final time. This will be quick. We'll get everyone out of here. And this is me, Team Ninja. Responds. Looks like there was a post initially, in reference to, I guess, G-Con. I can't pronounce it, IGC this that weekend, where Teams Ninjas I can't pronounce his name. Fumihiko Yasuda held a presentation. He had a slideshow suggesting reboots of NinjaGaiden and Dead or Alive plans. So there were slideshows literally of this, and then there was a follow-up statement because everybody's like, "Yo, NinjaGaiden, Dead or Alive potentially coming back." Now, the creative director Tom Lee said that despite showing both franchises at this conference under the heading of rebooting popular series, the studio has nothing to announce regarding new entries. Dead or Alive and Ninja Gaiden are both long-standing pillar franchises for Team Ninja. These celebrated titles are synonymous with our studio history and reputation. It goes without saying, without speaking about the development of our past and future projects, both of these important titles cannot be left without mention. However, there are no details or information to share with either of these franchises at the present time. So it's a current little frenzy going on. I'm just going to speak because this is my topic. It's interesting because obviously these two are very near and dear to me. You know what I'm saying? Ninja Gaiden, with the original Xbox, kind of Dark Souls like my kind of first introduction to like really difficult game content, stylish, all that. And then the Dead or Alive connection is big fighting game fan, and remember Ryu Hayabusa was in, what you call Dead or Alive, and they had some story crossover and stuff like that. Can you remember the counter system? What is it like? Paper, scissors, rock, punch, counter, whatever that kind of thing, grab. And we got to admit, Dead or Alive for its time was one of the best looking games. Remember the stage you kick people off? You had the stages that multiple level stages and
Wasn't
stuff
it
like that.
That was the first one that did broken
yes,
stages to break through stages.
Break through the stage, go through the wall, go to a whole never level of the stage, that kind of thing. And let's be real, King, a lot of young men, their manhood was groomed due to the curvature and the bouncing physics,
the
certain things
of the characters, the female characters.
Yes,
they was highlighted.
Yes.
And if you got the Japanese version,
boy,
reduce the situation.
Yes.
I will always purchase the Japanese.
It was clearly on the bucket list. But somebody shout out to NBC DO3, DOA 3 turned heads. Pause, yo. Stop it. Relax yourself, gentlemen. But so I just want to talk about it. So obviously they made the statement, nothing announced this time, but are y'all buying this? I'm gonna start.
I
Where you at?
actually have to go.
Oh no, go. Do you think I know.
But I'm not getting that. I've not played I've not played any of the games in that franchise or series. So but yeah, thank you so much for having me. I do appreciate you having me on. I'm finally, as you can see, finally on camera. You guys can see me now.
That's what I'm talking. Why are you holding back all this greatness? That's what I'm talking about.
Nah, she don't want the stalkers.
I get that. I get that.
Oh God, now her Twitter about to explode.
She about to be lit,
like,
super
what?
lit down. But tell the people before you go, tell the people where they can find you with the Scum Cats. Put it out.
Yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter at the Ash and Luca. I also have a channel where I hold a podcast every Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 Eastern, called Scumcast. We cover gaming in the first half, and then we'll cover other topics like social.
Yeah, when you gonna have me back on? The last time I was
You're
there,
welcome anytime.
You killed me the last time I was there. I
You're
need
welcome
to come back.
anytime.
Oh, okay. No problem. I hit
Just
you
let
in the
me.
DM.
Just everyone is welcome anytime. You just gotta hit me up.
No doubt for that in the chat. Go check her out. The lady Luca, the Ashen one. Salute, says always good to talk. It's been a minute. I was like, I ain't talked to Luca in a minute. Let's get her in the realm. Salute, says enjoy your day. You already know. Just don't relax on that Chicago pizza because you know how you get.
Okay, listen. I don't need to hear this slander before I go.
Beef later. We'll beef later.
All right. Okay. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye. Peace. Salute to the Luca, no doubt. Let's get this final topic. So, Kate, it's on you, man. With Ninja Gaiden and DOA, are you buying it?
Oh, the whole back and forth about there's nothing to report. That stuff, just throw that stuff away.
Exactly.
We're excited. Let us be excited, even if you ain't got nothing to necessarily announce right now. That is those two are franchises that like it is like, and I'm on my square.
Let's go.
Much like Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Future. It has been far too long since we saw these two franchises come back. I too, I worship at the altar of Team Ninja when it came to that time. Yes, I know that the FromSoft way has taken over the nation, but I am one that says that Team Ninja was there before any of that was hot. right? Like they were doing what they were doing before it was popular, and no disrespect to the From Software, it's amazing and where they're going, but I love to see Team Ninja like rethink the original and bring them back. Yes. And like you were saying, the for its time, the graphical output that it was doing, there were no aliasing for some reason. Even though you're on OG Xbox, it was very, very crisp and cool. It still holds up today. As a dude who likes to emulate my stuff, it still holds up today. It is very cool. So I'm happy to hear that even they're even thinking about these franchises. Yeah, you can say the whole nothing to report here, but to try and kibosh the whole thing, come on now, we're excited. Let us be excited. I think it's great.
No, I completely agree. I got to break protocol. Shout out to Mandingo, Vic Thickens, $5 super chat. I remember when my mother walked in on me while playing Dead or Alive. She saw the voluptuous Ayane in revealing clothing. She took my controller and we prayed.
Oh boy. I hope that was just during DOA and not the tennis, not the volleyball version.
I had that too.
Your mama would have asked you to we need to go see Jesus.
Bro, in the JW house, man.
Oh boy.
Shout out to me getting out
there. None of that could grace the screen with ball.
Oh boy, yeah. That was a little too far, bro.
He kicked his Xbox over.
No doubt.
The way you guys be talking, you locked your door before you played Dead or
Basically.
Alive.
It was real out there in the streets. Like I said, boys became men during that time. Yeah. But we gonna move on. So I'm gonna guys Attic, man. I don't know if y'all know any connection. I don't remember you talking about either. Yeah, so I'm curious about your connection to either, or if not, any Dead or Alive or NinjaGaiden.
I don't care about Dead or Alive. But NinjaGaiden, I would actually like it if there's not movement on that brand. I feel like Microsoft should move on that brand because I think they need. Look, does all From Software games get exclusive to Sony? No, but there's enough where it's annoying, and I feel like they need their own Demon Souls maker. They need their own Bloodborne maker, and I feel like the game that's about to come out was made by Team Ninja, isn't it?
Wulong coming.
Yeah, Wulong, great game, and that shit. I actually playing that game. It's not a From Software game, but I think it's from what I've played of their games. It's the one that resembles more like From Software games than anything else.
Absolutely, I think that's kind of one of the OG origins. You actually said something that me and Maddie had. So Maddie agrees with you. We had a little debate on Defining Duke, and he said he agrees with you. He feels that Microsoft is synonymous with NinjaGaiden, and that he feels they need to make that exclusive. So I was like, well, what about the Game Pass bag? Or he's like, nah, Cog. It's like KOTOR. I should think about that with Xbox. He said Microsoft need to make that happen. What do you feel about that? You agree? You think like they need to drop an exclusive bag? Even the Game Pass wouldn't be enough?
No, it's got to be exclusive. I was a little disappointed with them that Wulong's not exclusive. Like, sure, the Game Pass bag is gonna really help the subscription service, but I feel like that exclusivity would help the brand.
Okay.
And they're doing better when it comes to stuff like that. I am skeptical if they would ever back the truck up to make something exclusive when it's probably cheaper just to make it a Game Pass.
That's the model.
Game Pass exclusivity. So, but there's some decisions you got to make that doesn't make sense because of your subscription service, but it's better for your brand in the long term. And I think having their own those type of games makes better sense, like brand wise, than it does, Game Pass wise.
I will say this: if the deal get blocked, these are the type of things that could happen. Activision, these are the type of things you gotta pay attention to moving forward. Lord King whispering slanderous thoughts. What are your feelings, man? We grew up with these games, bro.
Well, I don't feel it should be exclusive at all.
Oh, okay.
Put it on Game Pass. Game Pass is the model. It's not the platform. It's not the console. Game Pass is the platform. Game Pass is the model.
Okay.
Don't go over there giving them no extra money you ain't got to give them. Put them on Game Pass. You fit in this time slot, slide up in here. And you synonymous because when we market Game Pass, and I said we because I play it all the days. So what? And You're gonna see it over there, and you're gonna be like, you got to make a pimp decision.
Okay.
I want to go pay $70, and some of y'all doing it digital. And I'm gonna tell you, be afraid of their digital situation. You know, on that other side of the fence.
Yeah.
And or you're gonna go get it physical, whatever you're gonna do. I'm gonna go get it in Game Pass. So drop the bag in Game Pass. Do that with the DOA too. I don't care at all, because at the end of the day, I'm not running out spending all this extra dough on games for no reason. I'm gonna download, because in my heart, I'm not getting rid of Game Pass. You understand? So anybody sitting there talking about, oh, nah, you know, I don't know about Game Pass because you're afraid that financially you won't be able to keep up with that $15.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
That's exactly what it is.
Don't do the credit card slander.
So check it out. I like to own. What's stopping you from owning Game Pass?
Are you implying
from owning Game Pass?
That dude's credits aren't in the situation to be comfortable to maintain Game Pass?
I talked to this dude the other day.
Let's go.
And I said something about Game Pass.
Yeah.
He said, oh, word, what's that? I said, it's on your Xbox. He said, oh, yeah, I tried to do that, but it needed a credit card.
Oh, man. Come on, King.
No, that's exactly what he said.
Not like this, King.
He said it needed a credit card. And I said, okay, well, what you can do is you can go out and you can buy, because he didn't know there was other options. You can buy these cards, and then you can add Game Pass on that way. So he was like, yo, thank you for letting me know. Because sometimes everybody's situation ain't your situation, but they need to know different avenues in order to get things. Right? So, like, some dudes don't have the $400 to go out and get a console. Well, what they do is they go get that console thing that you pay over a period of time, that you get Game Pass with.
The Xbox All Access.
Right. All access joint. So there's different ways for you to get inside the ecosystem. Me personally, these two games is a perfect fit for Microsoft. You know, NinjaGaiden is definitely a perfect fit for Microsoft.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think that this current regime views exclusives, and the data has come out that exclusives don't sell consoles. You know, it just doesn't. You're selling to the same team. You're selling to the same people that was sitting there waiting. So that's why, you know, Jim can say stuff like, you're not enough, because it's not bridging a gap to get to something else. And especially when you say something like, let's take God of War. Yeah. Because you know I was going to do it.
I know you.
So let's say that a dude went out and he goes and he buys God of War 1, and then he gets God of War 2. So now you got to finish that and you got to finish this. Now let's say it's a dude or a girl that purchased God of War 2 because they played 1.
Right.
Some people very rarely waited this long, and I saw a couple of people waited this long to get this game for this console. But that's very few and very far between. So you have to, you know, diversify it. So again, exclusives don't sell consoles. Yeah, that's nice for talking points for fanboys like myself. But at the end of the day, I don't care. Is it in Game Pass?
I have to push back a little bit on that. Exclusives might not sell consoles to the degree, but they do give a console an identity. And sometimes an identity is just as important when it comes to branding. Like when you see something like God of War, you see Kratos, you know that's not on anywhere else. Like
what's the identity now that their CEO is a rat?
Yo, come on.
What's their branding now? And he on the Mount Rushmore of snitches.
Oh, man. What are we doing?
I can't rep that guy. I can't do it, man.
What's the identity now?
Outside. Their brand is snitching.
well, hold on. There is something to that point that y'all are making right now. I know it's all fun and games, but if we live in a world where the deal is blocked, you're basically effectively telling Microsoft that the way that they've been doing business is not as optimal or as appreciated as the way Sony does business. So you're effectively telling them to act like Sony. From at that point, they got a bunch of money in their pocket, and you're telling them that their kumbaya ways ain't working. You might start seeing some money hat, right?
Yeah,
because that's what they've been doing all this time, and the market leader's way is the way you're saying that the way should be, by very nature of blocking them from doing it the other way. It should be interesting.
It is interesting. I mean, both of y'all make good points. I get it. You know, look, am I gonna be mad if it was exclusive? No, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, I do kind of lean with King in the sense that I do think it's just not the model for them at this time. They just, you know, And just think about the pushback they got when they tried that. What was it, Rise of the Tomb Raider? And people were like, well, this is not synonymous with your brand, and you know what I'm saying? And why are you doing it? Oh, shout out to Matt Jimenez gifting 5 ILP memberships. Salute. Put the crest up. Thank you. That's love. Salute.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Man.
appreciate that. Yeah, so it's just like, I just think it's a different place, and they looking at driving, Game Pass. But yeah, I care about these franchises a lot. I want to see what happens with them team. I love that Team Ninja's outside. They're thinking about bringing them back. I'm with you, kids. Like, once you put that on an internal slideshow for you doing it, it's just you're not ready to talk about it at this time. That's all that is. You doing it though. You doing it. So that makes me smile. And I'm team fighting game. I'm sorry, Addy, you about to say something?
I said I think that that does make sense to a point. And they've been working on Game Pass for a while, but I feel like if they were completely against exclusivity and just Game Pass, they would have put Starfield on both platforms. I do think that they are still in the business of making exclusive titles. It just got to make sense to them. And that's why, when it comes to, I personally feel like Team Ninja is like top 5 people they need to buy because I feel like Team Ninja serves the type of games that they don't have at all. But it is what we'll have to see. I do feel like what happens with this Activision deal is going to determine a lot of things. And it's interesting to see the future.
I think they're all about exclusives when they own it. When they own you, they own the building, then you ours, you mine. That's what they are. But if I don't own you,
be wherever you want to be.
Yeah, you get over this game.
Well, I'm not talking about a full-blown exclusive, even a timed exclusive. It's
I see what you're
fine.
saying.
But isn't that a time exclusive sometimes when games go to Game Pass? Like some of those games is over there first for a period of time.
Well, no, see, that's a different scenario. Like if Persona 5, for instance, I'm not waiting. I don't care if it comes to Game Pass. They could literally say Persona 6 is coming to Game Pass and Xbox 6 months after PlayStation 5.
You're getting it there. You're not missing
and
the
I'm still buying it PlayStation 5.
You're not missing the zeitgeist.
It's just like that's one thing they can't do. They can't miss on these games day and day.
Facts.
It don't matter if it's not on Game Pass. It at least got to be on the platform.
Facts. I'm with you all the way on that one. And I think they're doing a better job of that. Like there's still little ones here and there that miss, but for the most part, it seems like they're getting the major ones. So that's dope. But yeah, that's what I got, y'all. That's all I got. I think the super chats are caught up. Just let me know, Attic, if I didn't miss anything. I get the poll that y'all should like. All right. If the potential Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard King is blocked by regulators, which concession do you think Xbox should make in hopes of getting the deal approved? The choices are A, Call of Duty removed from Game Pass. B, Call of Duty parity with PlayStation Plus. C, Call of Duty remain on PlayStation like Minecraft. Or D, I don't care. I'm blocking everything to protect my PlayStation. Shout out to all the lords that goes out there again. Shout out to the legendary, the Valari Gaming Pillow, brothers, Lord Hillal, Lord Nadeem that came through. Link is at the top. It's posted at the top of the chat. Again, we got a promotion going. We got a partnership with those amazing gentlemen. And again, if you want one of the best comforts in gaming, you see it right there. That is the Valari right there. Support. If you're a hardcore gamer, I'm telling y'all right now, playing extended hours on these games, your elbows, your joints, it is the most comfortable thing I have ever seen and enjoyed. I can't play my games without it. VR, console, you name it, we do it. Mobile, check that out. The link is in the description. I'll put it in there again. Use code LORD15 if you want that 15% off our exclusive for the pre-order page. So check that out right there. I'll put it in there again for y'all. Attic, go ahead.
And I was like, I don't want you guys to know, I actually believe in that pillow. So
Attic.
It's just like,
he don't like nothing.
Yeah, I've always been told I'm a very hard person when it comes to stuff, but I do enjoy that. What's funny is I took it to my girlfriend's house. That's why I don't have it, because I left it there on accident. Because it does make sleeping a lot easier for me.
Yes, absolutely. Go check that out. Support the Lords. Got more things doing. If you guys hit some targets, we got some other things cooking. So go get that Valari, man. Go check that out. Again, salute to the sis, Lady Luca. We already see her pull up. And, of course, my man, K. Asante, the homie. Tell her, find people where they can find you, what you got going on, sir.
Oh, well, first and foremost, I have to once again thank you guys so much for having me on. It's always a pleasure being on with you guys. As you know, I am an avid watcher. Even when I'm in the motherland, I got to catch my episode.
Salute.
You know, I sent y'all a little video of my daughter.
Yo,
like,
when daughter, she did the intro.
She's like, you're not playing it. You're not playing it today. I'm like, yeah, I had to record her doing that. But no, thank you guys so much. Of course, as y'all may know, I host a show with my man, Mr. the slanderous one, the conspiracy theorist, Mr. Everborn Saga. We like to do it on Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Gaming Circle podcast.
What's the name? Is it Gaming Circle? Okay.
The Gaming Circle podcast, GCP, the Geek Culture podcast. We're broadening our base. You know, we're doing the best we can. And we're back after 2-week hiatus, so we enjoy.
We got to get you to 1,000. Yo, y'all got to get over there. Let me put the link in.
We're close.
Get these boys to 1,000 subs right now.
We're doing the march. You know, we appreciate all the support we have been getting. So thank you guys so much. You know, we see a lot of great community members also in your chat that join ours, and we appreciate the continued support. And you know, come join us Saturday mornings. We get a little slanderous. We keep it PG-13, so you can listen to it with the kids. But yes, we do our best. We enjoy it. Enjoy the show.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for holding us down, man. Really appreciate it. It was always good to get your insight, and of course, the occasional slander. But you were good today. You were good today.
We keep it PG. Come on, man. We keep it PG.
My bro, K. Asante, appreciate you, brother. We got to get everyone in here because I don't know how you keep that man in check. That man.
Oh, you know.
I love me
They
some
call us
more.
the dynamic duo. Sometimes I'm not sure which one's Will and which one's not.
Yes. Y'all play off each other good. Salute to y'all,
know,
man. No, that y'all need to do stuff with. I want to see y'all do some stuff with DPS. So y'all been working with DPS.
Yeah, we want to do a little crossover.
That's that's the perfect.
We always want to do that.
Because Forte and Slow got the synergy with DPS. Y'all got the same. Yes. I would love to see you four y'all brothers come together and do so. That'd be fire.
We should definitely do that for sure.
No doubt. Salute to the Gaming Circle. You already know Lord Addict. Again, appreciate you coming through. I knew you were really sick, wasn't feeling well, wasn't sure you was gonna be able to make it, but it was good to see you. Where can people find you? What you got going on?
Find me going back to sleep. See you guys next week.
And there you have it. I need the diddle king. But anyway, my man. So there we go. Lord Saul again. He had to dip out, but he was here earlier. Send him some love, even though King don't like when I say that. And Lord King, glad you could make. I know you are not feeling well. I called you, bro. I'm surprised you was able to rock the whole thing. Appreciate you.
I'm not gonna do that. I got no choice.
I love you, bro. Like I love both of y'all because y'all. It's hard to do a show.
Yeah, for sure.
So but y'all here, y'all give me energy. I'll be hyped.
That's why I know Addict gives me so much energy. He don't know. That's when I started getting lively. First, I want to give a shout out to Valari.
Woo!
You guys heard? Go to their site.
Yes.
Pick up 2 pillows and you get 20% off.
Mm-hmm.
You can't pick up 2 pillows. Pick up 1 pillow. Put Iron. What is it? Iron Lord 15 or
Lord 15. But Lord 15 on the checkout. You know what I'm saying?
You get
50% off that pre-order exclusive ILP jump right there.
Shout out to Lady Luca.
Woo!
Fantastic stuff. Go to her channel, Scumcast, and go sign up over there.
Yes.
K. Asante, that's my dude.
Woo!
Go to his podcast, the Circle. Fantastic stuff. They had a great show yesterday. They helped me while I was dying in bed. Trust me, man. I just left it on. I was listening while I was just laid out there. Also, go to our Teespring store and go get that buck up. Don't you buck up on me. It's hilarious. It's fun. Something that you can tease people with.
We're in the teaser season.
Yeah, get the 2 of the dudes because they out here repping rats.
Oh man.
Pick up a stop snitching while you're there.
Pick up a stop snitching?
Yeah. When you pick up the don't buck up on me, just make sure you pick up the stop snitching. So
we doing it 2 for 1? That's how we doing it?
You got to show that you joking because you're not really about that life. But my congestion is coming in. I'm out of here, guys.
Yeah, go.
Love you. Talk to you guys later.
Look, that's all I got. Everybody good. Great to see y'all. Another dope show. We will catch y'all next Sunday. The same bad time, same bad channel. That's all I got. Everybody enjoy your Sunday. Peace.
you